All right, I'm here, you impatient fucks. Everybody calm down. So I watched a little bit of the last show that was on earlier tonight. They're actually still live. They started going live on Saturday nights. So, according to their guest, manifolds are coming to an end. Hey, let me tell you what. He thinks in the next 10 years, people won't use manifolds anymore. Everybody's going to be using these smart probes. Well, I'm telling you right now, that's bullshit because people are not even using digital manifolds. There's people that are still using analog. So I have to call bullshit on that one. I just thought I'd throw that out there and see what you guys think about that. Okay, I'm going to send emails out now. Or I'm going to send the links out to all the normals. If anybody has never been in here and you want to come in here, just say so in the chat. Give me your email. I can send you a link to come in here. It doesn't just have to be me, Adam, Chance, Mike, Ken, and Matt joins us every now and then. We welcome new people, so come on in. But to those, all right, the links have been sent, fellas. I'm sure somebody will be hopping in here pretty quick. Mike.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, man.
How you doing, Air Repair? Mr. Adam.
How you doing, John?
Good. How are you?
I was sick today. Slept all day.
Yeah, I heard you were sick. Damn, that sucks, man.
I hear an echo. You guys hear an echo?
No.
No. Did you pause your chat? The video on chat?
I do that.
Alan, I see your email. I will get you a link right over. Hang tight, and I'll tell you when it's sent. Ricardio, thank you for the comment. Juan, how you doing? Only Us, how are you? Well, there's some of these people got some weird screen names. What the hell?
No, Adam, I haven't got a chance to use those gauges yet, buddy, but tomorrow I'm going to bust loose with them.
Let me know what you think.
I will.
Like I said, I think it's just preference. I like to look at something in my hand. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
Well, that's like when I was texting y'all. Like I said, I got nothing but respect for Jim Berkman, but I just don't believe that manifolds are going to go away that quick.
Yeah, I agree.
Joey, welcome.
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, Joey?
Doing good, sir. How you doing?
All right.
You look good in your white boots yesterday.
Thank you, sir.
What are they called? The Cajun Reeboks?
Cajun Reeboks. All right, Alan, I sent you a link. Somebody needs to mute YouTube in the background. Matt, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm trying to turn up the volume. Give me a second.
Ricardio just got the VN500. Y'all familiar with that regulator, that nitrogen regulator?
No.
That's the one that you can set the test and flood and purge and all that stuff, right?
That's correct.
There's a couple of them that do the same thing, right? Let me look it up.
I don't know. The only one I'm familiar with is the VN500. I really like it.
Yeah, I actually have. There's a VN500. I think there's a VN250. I have the 250, unfortunately. I wish I would have bought the 500.
Yeah.
And I saw other brands make them that instead of changing the whole regulator, it's like you add it onto your existing regulator just to step down the pressure. Not by the same company, though.
Yeah. Big Joe, no technical, non-working phone ass Joe.
I don't know. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Not bad. We'll see if I can hear everybody.
Only us, just try to get everything you can that you can afford. And commercial versus residential. I don't know. Most of us are all residential, so it's you just got to find what you like.
Hey guys, I apologize about my little gay clouded prairie background here. I'm on my wife's computer, and she teaches a class over the computer. She teaches kids in China actually every morning. So I guess this background's like what the deal is, and I'm pretty computer illiterate, so if I can't change it, I'm just gonna have to do it.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I
keep waiting for Super Mario to bounce around in the background or something.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, that's a good one in the chat. Are the Teletubbies?
Yeah, Teletubbies.
Adam, you gonna go and get the big microphone set up and everything?
I don't know about the big microphone setup, but I want something a little bit, where I need a place to sit, I'm in a freaking garage right now.
Look, this setup that I got right here, it looks expensive, but it's not. I got this microphone and this boom that it sits on for like $100 off Amazon.
Yeah.
So, but it's a pretty good microphone though. I mean, it's pretty clear.
I have. I was telling you guys earlier. I think I'm going to build my own desk. I've been wanting that. I've been waiting for an excuse to do this for a while. I've had the idea for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to wrap the top with either steel or copper, and then do spiral duct. For the legs on it.
That'll be cool. What's up, Isaiah? I sent you a link, buddy. And my buddy Tommy's in the chat. He's from Louisiana, Miltech Air Conditioning. How you doing, Tommy?
Hey, who's that? Sorry, I forgot your name. The guy with the Virginia flag in the background.
I'm Joey.
Joey, hey man, I don't know if you're a Virginia fan or if that's even the Virginia state flag or whatever, but congratulations on they going to the championship.
Yes, sir. I live in Richmond, so.
Gotcha. All right.
Chance. What's up, Chance?
What's going on?
No, same old shit.
Hey, Joe, can you hear me?
Come on.
I guess that's a no.
Hey there, Isaiah. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing
Isaiah, what's up, man?
Isaiah, what's up, man?
Not much. Hey, Matt.
Hey, bro, what's going on? Hey, I liked your last video.
Yeah.
With y'all cleaning the blower wheel. I got a question. You and your dad, y'all never take them out the housing and clean the wheel, or maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And but believe it or not, that motor I took out was only 4 years old. that we put in.
Was that Isaiah? Was that the Quattro furnace you were working on?
Yeah, it was. And I just put that blow motor in. Keep in mind, they even got a blow motor in there for the last.
Hey y'all, what's going on?
Alan, how you doing? Welcome, man.
What's up, Alan?
Good about
Hey,
y'all.
Alan.
Doing
up, Alan?
good. Well, we got some new faces in here tonight.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it is. I think we're maxed out.
Oh, is there a max you can do?
Yep, we're maxed out. We got 10 people in here. I think that's the first time we've ever done that.
So does that mean if Ted wakes up, he's not coming? He's out.
Somebody would have to drop out.
Hey, I'm only seeing 9 of us, John. Or am I missing something here?
Including.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. There's only 9. You're right. I miscounted.
Are we still maxed out with 9?
We can take one more.
So hey John, what was that model of that thermostat you put in that Pro 1 today or yesterday?
That is the Pro 1 T701.
I use those all the time.
Yeah, somebody's got a lot of background noise.
Hopefully it's not me.
I don't think it's me either.
Joe,
I
you
got my
can't-
YouTube on my headphones.
Joel was the first one to speak up.
Check it out. Check it out.
Hey,
Tell Joe
Yeah.
that.
Jo-
He can't
Joe.
hear me.
Yeah.
Joe, you can't hear Chance, can you?
No.
Jeez. There's always something with you, man.
Oh,
I think they got the lines crossed up there in Canada.
Yeah, man.
Gotta be something.
I have to go on my phone and meet you guys out. Jeez.
Hey guys, I wanted to say real quick. I've been having a friend. He's been watching our videos. I don't think he's got the opportunity to follow us live yet, but I believe he may be in here tonight. He's not too sure about the chat. But Jerry, good having you with us, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you. And but chat away. Don't be scared of the chat, dude. Michael,
Hey, Mike,
if you...
why do you got a Allen wrench?
He's a boss now.
Or
Oh,
wrench, not an Allen wrench, but not a wrench. I mean,
Yeah, him and Adam are moderators of the chat. That means they could kick people out, put them in timeout, whatever.
Yeah, when Ted's not here,
okay.
somebody's got to do
Oh,
it.
Adam's got one now too. I see.
Yeah, I mean, if you type in the chat, Chance, I can put you one too. Michael Curtis, put your email in the chat, and I'll send you a link if you want to join.
So those Pro thermostats, I just started using them. I like them.
I do too. Let me say this about the Pro 1 stats. Back in 2010, man, I was selling the shit out of. Dude, you get a T701 for like 20-something bucks. And now I had a bunch of them fail on me. So I quit selling them, and I kind of started talking shit about them. But this company that I'm with now, they love them and they sell them, and you can tell they've redesigned them since 2010, and they haven't been having issues. And I really do like them. Customers like them too because they have a huge display with a nice big blue light. Does anybody else in here besides Adam use those stats?
I use them all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I heard you can call the company and they'll make you new battery plates with your company name on it for free, and they'll send them out.
It's actually not a battery plate. It's the Pro 1 logo on the battery plate pops off. It's a magnet. They will send you, dude. I used to get, when I did them, they sent me a box full of magnets with my company name and phone number for free.
That's pretty cool.
If you sell enough of them, you get rewards and everything. So
right.
It's worth it.
Chance, are you aware of that?
Yeah. You go online and fill it out on their website, and they'll send you however many you want.
You got your name on them?
Yeah.
Alan, you use those stats?
Yeah, they're fantastic throughout all the models. I mean,
yeah. Hey, we used to use them, John.
No,
my
but
boss got away from.
Yeah, your boss got away from because y'all use train stats. We got it.
Well, we do, but listen to this. The customer, we were using the T-Con 200s and the 401 and all that. all the older customers complained the screen on the train stats are so small, people can't read them. So they wanted to go back to the Pro ones, but my boss didn't want to do that. So now he pushes the Honeywells.
The T6.
But yeah, the T6 and we're on the T5s, but
the T-Cons do suck.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the T-Con. What was it? The T-Con 600. That was the same as the Focus Pro Honeywell thermostat. Those
No, that was nothing but a Honeywell. I'm talking about the
actual train.
Yeah, those were garbage.
Yeah,
you had to put that little that resistor
Yeah.
between common and at the air handler. What was it? Common and W.
Yeah, common and white.
Yeah.
So
that was bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, hold on there, Michael Curtis. I'm working on it, bud. I'm getting it to you. Just give me a second. All right, Michael Curtis, it's been sent to check your email.
I've been using those Honeywell T6 Pros.
Yeah, that's what we use for Wi-Fi. Now, I will say this to all you guys out there that use Pro 1, don't ever use the Wi-Fi. Have any of y'all used the Wi-Fi one?
No, I've heard they suck. So I've never even tried
dude,
it.
it's fucking garbage.
What I use for the Pro is basically like an entry-level thermostat. I think if you're doing anything high-end, it's got to be like Honeywell or something like that, you know?
How you doing?
I do the same thing, Adam.
How you doing, Alex? How you doing, Alex?
Speaking of Sean, the stat I use on installs on that's what going to help out is the Venstar Wi-Fi stat. That dumb bitch is badass.
Yeah, the Venstar is pretty much the same thing as the Pro.
Yeah, it is pretty much.
I think. But Adam and Chance, y'all are absolutely correct. Anything above a 14 SEER, we do not use the Pro stat. We usually do a Honeywell or Reams EcoNet stat.
Yeah, they're great for a non-programmable heat, one cool, or a heat pump stat. I use them all the time for just entry-level stuff.
Here's the thing. We lost Alan. Alan, if you're still out there, man, try to come back in.
Yeah, he popped in and was out as soon as he came back in.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not ugly.
Hey, Joe, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I said, what's up? What's going on?
What's up, man?
It was nice seeing some new faces in here. So, Alan, if you're out there, man, please come back in. But we did a customer that bought he bought a 14 SEER system. He's got two systems on the house, and one of them was out, so he just did a 14 SEER. We gave him options, but he wanted a Wi-Fi. There's Alan, but
sorry, bud.
That's all right, man. You're good. But he wanted a Wi-Fi thermostat, so they went ahead and gave him the Pro Wi-Fi thermostat, and he wanted a second one for the other system too, even though we didn't change that system. Well, let me tell y'all what, we had to go over there, fellas. It was a clusterfuck. That thing's a piece of shit. So we took them off the wall and ended up putting the Honeywell T6 Lyric series or whatever Pro series Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I was about to do one of those Wi-Fi Pro ones.
Don't.
And then I went to go download the app before I went to install it. And I was reading all the shitty reviews. I was like, I ain't putting this thing. I'm just going back to Honeywell or something.
Well, I'm glad that got brought up because as long as it's not Wi-Fi, just stay away from the Wi-Fi ones. They got some work to do with that.
Sure. Yeah, it's like the entire Nest line.
What's that, Alan?
It's like the entire Nest line. You just got to stay away from it. It's all a bunch of crap.
Yeah. There's a couple guys at work that actually like the Nest, and I can't understand why.
I hate the Nest. Have you guys seen the white Nest?
No, they have a white one now.
Yeah, those are horrible.
What about the Ecobee? Y'all fans of those? I like the Ecobee.
I've installed a couple of those. I haven't noticed any issues like the Nest.
The nice thing about the Ecobee is it comes with that add a wire where you can
and because they're Canadian.
Yep. I've done that before.
All right, Big Joe, I'll send it to you. Give me just a second. I'll send it.
Hey, I thought I was Big Joe.
Well, you're Big Joe that has a lot of technical difficulties.
We'll call you Big Joe number 1.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Adam, were you going to say something about that about the stat?
I was just gonna say, like around me, every house, everyone wants either a Nest or an Ecobee. That's all they want, So we actually put in quite a few of them just because that's what people want,
What about
See,
Alan? Were you trying
Our
to say
power
something?
company gives them free.
Yeah, they had a government promotion here too.
I think Alan was trying to say something.
Oh no, you're good. We pretty well covered it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, see, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, you're good.
I was just gonna say the sensor option with the Ecobee seems to work really well. I'm sure the Nest has that, and maybe Honeywell too. But we have a couple customers that went to the Ecobee, and I really like them, man. You can, I think you can put up to like 2 or 3 sensors in your house and pick which one you want it to go off.
All right, Big Joe, check your email. I sent you the link.
I would say the best bang for your buck is definitely Ecobee because it comes with the add-a-wire. It also comes with the remote sensor, and then it has built-in Alexa on the thing. You know what I mean?
That's the Ecobee 4 that has the built-in Alexa, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, does anybody use the Vision Pro 8000s? Does anybody have any pros or cons on those?
What's that? The Vision Pro 8000?
Yeah.
No, I used to sell a bunch of those. Never had an issue.
Yeah, I used to sell them all the time back when they were the green screen or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
You like them, Alan?
They're not bad. I mean, shoot, I wish Johnstone still had the older style, but the new ones ain't bad. If you could just program them and get them to work right, then you'll be all right. But it takes a little extra time.
Oh, you're talking about the new 8000.
Yeah. I'm sorry, the new ones.
Yeah, no, I've put a few of those in too. I haven't had no issues with them.
Yeah.
What was the number? I used to have it. I just took it off the wall when we repainted, but I had I don't think it was called the Vision, but it was that Honeywell. It was the same size, but it was the IAQ. It had like the module down by.
That's the 9000. That's the one I have.
It's nice. It's just very, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot going on with it. So if you want something simple, that's not the thermostat for you.
Is that the small color one?
Yes, you can change the colors on the screen.
Yeah.
That's
I like that one. I had that one in my last house.
Yeah, that's what I have on my house.
Hey, John, not your last video, second to last, you had that condenser, that round ICP condenser in terrible shape.
Yeah.
You mentioned fin combs. I've never had no success with. I've actually done better with a butter knife and a spoon than using a fin comb. What'd y'all end up doing, man? Tell me he replaced that thing.
It's still the quote has been given, but there's still no answer.
It's not hot enough yet down there. Give it time.
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else had to work today? I was on call, and man, we were busy. I worked from 9 o'clock this morning till about 8:15. I had at least 7 calls. I had to run to Lafayette, so we were rolling.
You had to go to Lafayette. You act like you had to go so far. It's not that far.
Well, I mean,
he said I had to go all the way to Lafayette.
But I had to go to Gulfport, Mississippi today, Matt.
Oh, your dad went to Gulfport today?
Yeah, you do some work up there in Gulfport.
Oh, wow. I'd have gone to the casinos while I was there, man. I love Gulfport.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
Got some properties of ours that we take care of up there.
But to answer your question, Matt, with the fin comb thing, I've had a little bit of success on something that's not too banged up, but on something like that, you'd sit there for hours.
Oh, yeah. And if you don't get started just right, I mean, I've ripped them before, like trying to straighten before you know it, you end up ripping the fins, and it's like, dude.
Yeah, you're right, Tommy. Lafayette traffic is terrible, but Baton Rouge is even 20 times worse.
I gotta tell you, down in Louisiana, man, they say the car insurance is high down there.
We're the highest fucking car insurance in the damn country.
Watching some of these people drive down there, I could see why. I'll tell you.
Michael, how you doing, sir?
Good. How you guys doing?
All right.
Michael?
Don't miss me nothing.
So what did I miss out on?
Everything.
Not much.
So how was your guys' day today?
Good. I didn't do shit.
You didn't do nothing?
I didn't do shit.
Man, mine was busy. I just got off work at 8 o'clock. So.
Oh, you on call?
Just letting them know we rolling. Yeah, buddy. Well, it's not my weekend to be on call, but I traded with a guy. He watched my Saturday when I went to the wedding last weekend.
Right.
And so I got this Saturday, which, man.
Yeah.
World of
That's
difference.
it, Joe. It's the drive. Yeah, like Joe said, it's the drive-through liquor stores we have here. That's why we have such bad drivers.
The drive-through daiquiris.
Drive-through daiquiri, but as long as you don't put the straw in, it's legal.
That's
I'm
it.
trying to remember my favorite daiquiri place down there. So some daiquiris and cream, I think.
Not here, not where I live.
It's not by you, but Mandeville, I think, has it. But they have
Mandeville. That's up north, though. That's North Louisiana.
No, Mandeville. It's down by the lake.
Oh, yeah. My bad. I'm thinking of another town. My bad. You're right. I'm thinking of yeah. You're right. My bad.
They had there's a daiquiri there called the MFer. It's supposed to be the strongest one. That thing will put hair in your chest.
The strongest one I've ever had was back in Alexandria, where I had my company and all that. They had one called the TKO. And they didn't call it a TKO for no reason. That sumbitch had some power with it.
How long have you guys been doing this type of work for?
I've been doing it my whole life. I grew up in it with my dad's been doing it for almost 40 years. So I didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, I'm about 15 years full time. 7 and 2 years before that, the summers. So long enough, I guess.
Yep.
And I ain't. And John knows. Mr. John knows I've been doing it about, I don't know, maybe close to 4 years now. This will be my 4th summer. I'm coming up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing it for about 6 years now. 5 years. I'd say 5 years.
You in residential?
Yeah, residential, real light commercial.
Right. Where you located at?
I'm in Central Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Wow. Oregon.
Yeah. Where are
How you doing? How you doing, Nick Jenkins? I'm in Louisiana. Matt here with the kid in his lap is from Louisiana. Isaiah's in Louisiana. Adams in Chicago. Chance is in Missouri. Mike, where are you at again, Mike? Virginia?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
I'm from Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Joey.
Yeah, Virginia. And then Mr. Joe there, the one that has no technical abilities, is in Canada.
That's cool.
He may not be able to hear us.
I hear you.
Have you guys heard from Ken?
I talked to Ken earlier today. I video chatted, and Chance joined, and Mike. I think we're the only two that joined. Ken said he might not be able to come in tonight.
Do something else.
Yeah,
I thought that was...
I've watched quite a few of your videos, and I don't mean to be rude, but Israel HVAC, I'm pretty sure that's your name, correct?
Israel is my last name.
Israel is your last name.
I actually just changed my channel name to HVAC with John Israel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got tired of people writing me saying, "Hey, are you Jewish?"
You're all Lahaim.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yep. And mine's HVAC would say.
And mine's HVAC porn.
This motherfucker here started a channel called HVAC porn.
Was popping up there.
Hey, Michael, what in Oregon? I'm just curious, man. Y'all have a lot of natural gas? Is it oil heat? Is it boilers, electric? What or whatever you do? You know what they got? I know, like Northeast, it's a lot of. You see a lot of oil and old school stuff, and a little bit of natural gas, as far as I could tell. I don't know what they got up there in
Yeah, so
Oregon.
there's quite a mix up here. They do have oil and substantially older homes, but it's propane. It's usually natural gas, propane, electric heaters, heat pumps, a lot of heat pumps.
You probably don't get that cold though, right?
Oh hell yeah, yeah. We
You
get.
got-
I mean, in comparison to where some of you guys live, maybe not, especially Chicago, but it got down to about
Yes.
5 degrees this winter, and it snows quite a bit out here.
Oregon.
I guess
Yeah.
different parts of Oregon doesn't get too bad, right? Depends on where you're at in
Yeah,
Oregon.
some parts like on the West Coast, from what I found out, I've only been here 2 years, but
Okay.
from on the West Coast, it rains quite a bit, but
Yep.
the temperature stays pretty stable as far
Yeah,
as
pretty much the year round. I thought it was around the same in some parts of Oregon.
yeah. Out where I'm at, it gets pretty cold. It's we were basically, I was working for a company. We had 150 employees and only like 15 service techs, and we were all running calls from our house as they came in.
Yeah.
When it was snowing bad, maybe like a month and a half ago.
Yep. Hey, speaking of which, John and Matt, that little call I did on that old carry unit. Well, I got another one that's down in Baton Rouge again. I got to go back up there.
Oh, really?
The fast times blow out. For your truck logo, work truck logo. We have two new carrier. One of their new carriers is down.
Let me know if
Ted's got to bring up weed.
No. Hey, hold on,
not
y'all.
Ted.
No, y'all. Yeah, y'all.
It's not Ted.
Ted, somebody has created a fake. That's a fake. That's possibly a fake Ted, because Ted
Really?
did it. Yeah, Ted had someone use his channel name, logo, everything.
I talked to Ted last night,
No way.
and a couple days ago, I thought it was Ted in the chat giving me crap. I'm like, oh, Ted, I thought we were boys. What's going on here? He's like, that wasn't me.
Yeah,
That wasn't
That's
me.
funny.
Everybody, there's a lot of people that were calling and texting Ted saying, "Hey, man, what's your problem?" And it's so, guys in the chat, beware that this is probably not Ted.
Wow, that's so messed up, man. When I was at the wedding last weekend, I was on the drive back, and I was listening to a replay of the Saturday Night Live, and Ted, man, that dude, he's like he's a whip. I know he owns those business and all that, but just the stuff he was saying, and I know you're gonna say I'm train washed or whatever, but I really enjoyed him on the show last week. I wish I could have joined, but he had a wealth of knowledge, in my opinion. That's just a shame somebody would do that,
Ted's a very sharp guy, and believe it or not, it's happened to me before too. Somebody's done it to me several times. But I can imagine old Matt was sitting there driving home going, "Oh yeah, Ted, talk about that train."
I was, man. I was pumped. I was like, man, why did I have to miss this one?
Hi,
Blah, blah,
Israel.
blah. But anyway,
I am Ramon, Chevy 96.
Enjoyed it.
96 Pop from Monterrey, Mexico.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Yo, hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Hey,
So being out in Louisiana,
we got.
You guys probably have quite a few. I mean, what are you guys working with? Do you have a lot of heat pumps, or what are you guys normally working with?
It just depends on the location in Louisiana. Like around here in Baton Rouge, I don't see nearly as many heat pumps as I used to see back when I was in Alexandria. But like the Alexandria, Lafayette area, there's a lot of heat pumps.
So what do you see around where you're at?
Well, the Baton Rouge area where I work at is actually a lot is mostly gas.
Ah.
Yeah, and that's exactly right, John. When I worked for my uncle for 10 years in Baton Rouge, it was mostly all gas, a little bit of electric, not many heat pumps. But down here in Abbeville, Lafayette, it's like more heat pumps than there is gas and electric. It's crazy.
Right. It just depends where you're located at.
So check this out, because I know you guys are familiar with EPA certifications and stuff like that. So I went to what's called it was a heat exchanger class on gas furnaces from a company called Heat Exchanger Expert.
Yeah. Back when I used to podcast, I'm gonna he's got a lot of background noise. Sorry, I had to mute the Chevy guy. He's got a lot of background noise.
You see my permit there?
Yes. When I used to podcast, I had those guys on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the two brothers.
Want to say hey to the guys?
That's correct.
Yeah, they're two twins. I think they're twins, but yeah, it was interesting. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
I ended up selling a lot of heat exchangers after. I sold about $80,000 worth after that class, but I ended up finding that it was more so from the lack of knowledge because I started to really look into heat exchangers more so, and like from what I've heard is I forgot what it's called. You guys are probably gonna make fun of me, but the older gas furnaces were not hermetically sealed, so you would leak test with water on those heat exchangers, and you'd get a lot of them would leak. From what I've heard, that's just
right.
what I've heard.
Yeah. Hey, talking about Ted real quick. I didn't even notice, but ZAP Services said, notice the name instead of DIY, it's DYI.
Well, after you mentioned it, Ted's actually a moderator in here, so his name wasn't in blue.
That's true. I forgot about that.
I just hit him in the chat, so he can sit in here and talk shit, and nobody can see him.
I'll tell you what. My channel's been done that too about 2 or 3 times, and now Ted's been hit. The guys that do that, that's a damn shame that they have nothing better else to do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Trolls.
There must be some lonely guys.
Trolls. What is that? What isn't that the intro song for NorCal Dave?
What's that?
No, the Lurkers.
Yeah.
We love the Lurkers.
These guys that do that kind of stuff, they have no company except for this right here.
Old Minnie. How many fingers you can get around it.
So I just got a new job. They bought me not a new van, but they got me a van that I just brought home a couple days ago. But this company that I switched over to is doing a lot of ductless.
Yeah.
And so that kind of seems like it's with this company, they're trying to switch over from, normal systems to ductless.
They're doing whole houses in ductless.
Dude, they did the whole electric company out here with damn, dude, I saw yesterday it was doing a maintenance, and they had one building that had 8 heads.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I like mini splits, but not for stuff like that. I don't know how the rest of you guys feel.
I did a house in Chicago where it was a Fujitsu, the Halcyon system, where it had I can't remember now if it was 7 or 8 off of one outdoor heat pump, and they use branch boxes.
Yeah.
And then they use, I know Daikin calls them the ref nuts with their splitter tubes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had did the whole second floor. He wanted each room to have its own zone, and we're eventually going to go back and do his first floor.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah, I saw this the other day, and I was just kind of like, "Oh, these guys are serious about these ductless." And I'm trying to be a good employee and get with it, as far as how they do things and operate, and if that's what I need to get into, any type of intel I can get.
What brand?
Adam?
Yeah, go ahead, Chance.
Oh, I was going to say that house you did, especially with this last winter, with how cold it got. Did you have any complaints from them, or?
So that wasn't a primary. I was saying in the chat earlier, I have been doing it for different jobs. That's the primary source of heat. That was not. So that house has he has a steam boiler.
Oh, okay.
But the way steam works is it's way overkill for most of the year. You know what I mean? So basically, he's using the heat pump up until it's brutally cold outside, and then he's using the steam.
The chat just got moist. John HVAC is here.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, speaking of which, man, I'm gonna have to get with you soon. Speaking of which, on the topic of Fujitsu, they got a class coming up at Ferguson Supply over here on April 30th.
Mitsubishi.
Here's the thing. I think they're all very comparable, but like me trying to design systems and figure out what to use with what, Fujitsu just has such a nice reference book that you could pair the indoor and outdoor units together, and they show you what works well together. And then also they have a nice an online dealer login that you have all your reference data and everything right there. I think it's the best, you know.
Mitsubishi has that too. MyLinkDrive.com.
Yeah, they've got. If you have the right forms, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, look, man. To me, it's hard to beat Mitsubishi.
Yeah, that's what we install a lot of Mitsubishis as well. They're a dealer for them, so. But I did hear, going back to that question, I did hear a few people having issues when it did start to get cold, and that depends on the model. From as far as I know, the different models can go, 100% efficiency at a certain temperature.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, but when it got like minus 20, like it does around here, they don't.
You're gonna ask.
Michael, is your old lady passed out in the background?
No, that's funny. I didn't even know she's in there. That's funny.
So I did a job. It was an old room addition that they were remodeling, but it had a really tight crawl space and it had a really tight attic. There was really no room for anything. They had a wall furnace in there previously, and then a through the wall window shaker. And they wanted to clean everything up in there. So what I used was Fujitsu makes what you guys were talking about a second ago. It's their XLTH model, the extreme low temperature heating model, and it heats down at 100% capacity at -5 degrees, and then it drops off, I think, 70% to -15, and it'll continue heating, but just not at.
Hey, man, don't dog a good old window shaker, okay?
Yeah, we'll send you out to fix it then.
Yeah, no, I don't fix those. Hey, Robbie in the chat, who is ZAP Services, have y'all seen Fujitsu's new split system made by Rheem?
No.
Nope.
Fujitsu has a forced air split system now. It's actually a Rheem piece of equipment with a Fujitsu logo.
I'm just happy Rheem got away from those little rectangle units.
Oh, man, those were the best with the big door on the back.
Easy to work on.
Oh,
yeah. Unless you're trying to clean it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but, change a compressor or something like that. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very service friendly. But yeah, if you got to pull the cage off of it though, oh my God. I've had to pull the cages on them too.
I think the first time I ever did that by myself, I think I was 19 or 20 years old. And that's when I first started flying solo in a truck, and I pulled it off and I got everything apart. I was looking at it, I'm like, I don't know what I got myself into here.
And look, man, but dude, those things would last forever. I mean, they didn't die.
Yeah, we don't have many around here, but there's not a whole lot of Rheem or Rudes around here, but I run into them every once in a while.
Yeah. Michael, what equipment do y'all put in, regular forced air equipment?
Probably Carrier.
Right now we're doing American Standard, and I just started with these guys like 2 weeks ago, so I know we do American Standard, and I think I want to say Goodman, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Goodman.
Hey.
Yeah.
Adam likes them.
Oh,
Careful.
sorry, Adam. Shit, I forget that Adam sells that.
American Standard seems to be, pretty legitimate. I've heard that most of the stuff, it just really depends on install.
Yeah, American Standard's nothing but a train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The problem is, you got carpenters buying Goodman, you got janitors buying Goodman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that black guy that Mike sent us that video of.
Yeah.
He could go walk in and buy a damn Goodman.
You know what? Now that I think of it, we're doing a lot of Ream.
Ream's good.
The good thing about Goodman, they got a pretty good dealer website. The thing I hate about American Standard is their AS DealerNet. I think it sucks compared to like Carriers and Linuxes. I don't know. Adam, you used to do a lot of Train. Did you?
Train's is called Comfort Site, ain't it?
Yeah, Comfort Site. I wasn't a big fan. It never ever. It seemed like nothing really worked right.
That's how it is with American Standard. It sucks.
I'm sure it's the same platform.
Yeah, it has to be. Everything's slow, and it's just
I just love those people that do that. I don't have a Goodman. I have an Amana. Oh shit! Sorry. Or I don't have an American Standard. I got a Train. Oh shit! Sorry.
I like going into customers' houses, and they've been dealing with other people in the past, or they're getting quotes, and they're like, "Well, I heard American Standards, the actual parent company, and they're better than Train. That's the high-end company." And then you hear vice versa, and it's like, you people everyone's an idiot telling you this. It's all the same.
Yeah.
I don't know why you gotta lie to people.
Well, honestly, it used to be. It was American Standard Incorporated.
Right.
And then it was Train US Incorporated. Now it's Ingersoll Rand.
Ingersoll Rand, yep.
But here's the thing. I've been to the factory, and everything comes off the same line.
Oh,
everything comes off the same line. There's no difference. You know what I mean? It's different doors.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, on your installs on your mini splits, you do 3-pipe or 2-pipe?
I'm not super savvy with ductless. Like I said, I just got with this company here. It's only been a couple of weeks, and I told them from the get-go, I says, look, that's not my forte, but I'm willing to learn. So he's gonna teach me all that stuff. But
yeah,
do they have residential 3-pipe? I thought all 3-pipe was VRF systems for commercial.
Yeah, but sometimes in our field, we have had problems with people installing just the 2-pipe, and if you have a couple heads hooked up to it, you have to all run on AC and all have to run on heat pump.
Yeah, no, we're not. No, I don't think we're.
Hey, that's a good comment in the chat. Joe, I think I remember who you're talking about. I think there was a guy on YouTube. I think he was in the comment section, or maybe he made a video. Joe, you can correct me. This guy was like, "Oh, I fucking hate Goodman, but Amana's the shit." It's like, what the fuck, man? Joe, why would I have flipped my lid in Ted's chat last night? What happened in Ted's chat? Adam, you were there.
So there was, first off, obviously we were sitting there listening to about Train for 3 hours.
Well, yeah, of course. We love you, Ted.
There was a guy who was in there last night, which I'm not, hey, I don't want to try to bring anybody down. I was just I myself, and I think Ted was getting on him a little bit more than me. I was just trying to explain to him that he was wrong, but he was saying how he, if there's a system that he's going to change in the near future, R22, he tops it off with 410 to get him going.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm not sure how that would even work. The pressures are not even close to the same. Like, I don't know why.
Shit.
Ted was not having it.
Oh, I can imagine.
Wow. Yeah, I probably would have had a field day with that dude.
He seemed like a smart guy, but he was just on this thing for quite a while, and I'm like, I don't see it's against the law, dude. You're breaking the law,
Yeah, I mean, but look, let's be honest. There's guys out there putting 407C on top of 22. There's guys out there putting 421 on top of 22, 422 on top of 22, but 410.
The pressures are drastically different.
Period. Yeah, they're
right.
Opposites.
Right. I mean, good Lord.
Superior says he was drunk. I was a little tired. I was a little tired. I was a little drunk too last night. That was after working a 12-hour day of being sick.
Tommy, 422B, is that the NU22?
I just don't understand all these different, R22 retrofit refrigerants. Like, what's better versus NU22 and all the other different brands out there? Is it just different brands, or is there really differences between them?
No, it's a different refrigerant. I think
different blend.
Different blend. Like the 420.
But I guess I don't understand like why. Some people are like, oh, I like this one better than the other one, but like, why does it matter? You got to empty everything out and put new in anyway. So why does it matter?
Because this is why I chose. I'm using MO99. The reason why I'm using MO99 is because number one, you don't have to worry about changing oil or adding oil, and number two, it's the Freon company. It's the Freon company who made it. You know what I mean? They've been around forever. So
that's why I use MO99 as well. I just don't understand why other people are using all these other different brands out there.
Yeah, well, 407C is the same way. It's it's made by real refrigerant companies. But yeah, because that's true. Like some of these other refrigerants, like you take like that RS44B, that's only made by one company. I think 421A is only made by one company. NU22, which I think is 422B, is only made by one company.
Look at the comment from Zap Services. That's interesting. 407, they're adding POE oil to the refrigerator.
He's right. You can, but you have to buy the certain brand. There's only one brand of it that does that.
Hey, John, you think it's worth maybe unmuting our Mexican buddy down there just to see if the noise comes away? Because he's probably trying to tell us stuff.
The problem is I can't unmute him. I can only mute him. He'll have to unmute himself. But he had a lot of background noise. We couldn't hear.
Hey, build the wall, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Robbie, what brand is it that has the POE oil in it? Yeah, that's a good question, Joe. Joe says, wouldn't all the oil come out of the can the first time you used it, even if it's just a small amount? That's a good question.
Yeah, I've never had to add oil. John, I saw one of your videos a while back. You actually added POE oil through a hose. You remember that?
Oh yeah. If y'all are y'all using 407C?
We use 407C and R22D.
So y'all use 407C and y'all don't put any polyester oil.
Well, here's the deal. You check on if you're gonna do a retrofit, you check on the compressor model number. If the model number has an E in it, then it has POE oil. If it does not have an E in the model number, we go with 422D. You ever heard about the number having?
May have to mute them again.
Yeah, replacement compressors come with POE now, even for R22. But not all of them have that. Most of them are still going to have mineral oil. And you don't want to use 407C with mineral. It will not carry mineral oil back to the compressor.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they used to say, I mean, this might be true, I don't know. Remember when they used to say you get POE oil on you, you'll burn your hands?
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear that.
They used to say when you're messing around with, you get it on, you're supposed to wash them or whatever, you'll burn it. I don't know. I've never
dry your skin. It could absorb the moisture, isn't it, in your skin?
I don't know. I just never had it. It's always on my hands, and I'm just,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about that. I just know that if you're gonna say a system is flat and the customer can't afford 22 and they want to go with a retrofit, we have to look at the model number of the compressor, not the unit, the compressor. If it has an E in there, then it supposedly has POE oil, and we just automatically go with the 407C. If it does not have the E, then it's 422D.
Right. I mean, you don't even have to go through all that trouble. The compressor will tell you what kind of oil's in it.
You know, this year I'm not even going to use MO99. I'm using R22 for everything with how low the price has gone.
Right.
I mean, to me, there's, you know, for the next couple of years, I'm not going to use anything but R22 till it goes skyrocket.
Right.
Actually, John, that NU22, that's made by Icor, and the 422B is made by National Refrigerant.
Oh, okay.
And they're different creatures. But 422B is really only recommended in air conditioning, not heat pumps.
Yeah, 422D.
B. I'm sorry, B.
Oh, okay. Well, I know 422D. It does not work good in heat pumps at all.
No, neither does B.
Okay.
It's recommended only for air conditioning systems.
Really? I didn't. That's interesting.
Now, there's also this product you can get called Supercharged.
I have a question for you guys.
If you want to use
can I use in a system with R22? Can I use 407C to complete the charge?
No.
Now,
well, you may be able to in Mexico though.
I'm gonna get a lot. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, but I did experiment with MO99 as a top off.
As a matter of fact, I am from Mexico, and my boss wants to do that with the systems, with the customer systems, that I don't want to do it.
You're not supposed to mix.
But the thing is, guys, this is a different animal here. I don't know.
Yep.
There might be different laws in Mexico.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They have different laws than we do. They don't have an EPA. You know?
Yeah, but will it work? That's
true.
You know.
Well, you know, the pressure is almost the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the oil situation, and then you're not only are you mixing 407C, but 407C is made up of 3 different refrigerants.
Yeah, so it changes the composition and makes it 4 or something.
Look, I took RS44B because on Comstar's website it says although mixing refrigerants in the United States is illegal, it is not in Europe. And we have mixed, they said they have mixed their refrigerant with R22 in Europe with no issues. Now, I did it at a couple of my aunts' houses that weren't ready to upgrade. They were low on gas. I said, hey, this is family. What the hell? So I took that RS44B and put it on top of 22. Them some bitches are still cooling.
Yeah. I mean, if it was legal here, most of the time, I mean, these are old systems anyways. Who gives a shit if they shoot
Right.
shit in a few months anyways? But
That's right.
since it's illegal, we can't do it. But if it was, I wouldn't mind doing it.
No, look, it was my relatives' houses.
Yeah.
I said to hell with it. I'm gonna try it out.
I don't blame you there.
My problem is with it. Like I would hope other people. I know other people are doing it. I saw a guy on another HVAC guy working on another rooftop unit at the same building I was on, and I saw him doing it. But my problem is if you're a responsible person and you're reclaiming the refrigerant and you think you're pulling out virgin R22, and then you're sending in your virgin R22, but it's mixed up with all God knows what. You know what I mean? You're the one who's suffering, not the guy who put it in there,
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's no telling what's in any of these 22 units anymore,
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem because there's still so many guys out there that think you can just top it off.
Oh, yeah.
And it happens all the time. I hear it in the distributor houses all the time. Like, oh, yeah, you got to just top it off. You can just do that. They call it a drop-in replacement. Like, oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I had a call. I had a call a couple months ago, and before we leave, I went to check the charge, and good thing I noticed somebody had wrote on the panel with a marker. It was damn near almost faded off, but it was R427A in there, and I was like, dude, if it would have been completely faded off, I would have never known. I'd have messed up and put R22, and then you have to label these things. They come with stickers, I think.
Yeah, but nobody that labels them.
I try to put 2 or 3 stickers on every system that I use it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got paint markers in my tool bag.
Yep, that's what I do.
Yeah. Have y'all tried the Milwaukee markers they come out with? Supposedly you can write on, I don't know, I guess metal that has dirt on it or whatever.
The Inkzall.
Inkzall, yeah, there you go. I've seen them. I haven't used it yet.
That's what I pick them up at Home Depot. I like them. I think they last a lot longer than Sharpies.
Do they?
These right here?
Yeah.
How do they work when you go through water with them? Like
Sharpies are shit when you get through water with them.
Oh, I know. That's why I was wondering about things. Inkzall.
No, look, this is them right here. This is an empty pack. This beats a Sharpie all day long.
Even when they get wet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if they get wet, it might suck for a little bit while they're wet, but it'll dry out and it'll work again. You know?
Okay.
I'm glad
you
you
know,
told me
she
that
knows
was an empty
always
pack,
wet, it
John.
seems like.
Oil.
What is it?
I said, I'm glad you told me that was an empty pack. For a second, I thought they were invisible.
Yeah, I will say this: like, if you go to a change out and you have to mark on the return plenum or something where to cut a hole, if you use that marker,
you got pussy in your face, man.
Y'all see that? It's my stepdaughter's cat, man. She's a nut. But I have used those markers like on a dirty plenum that has debris and all that, and that marker like marks clean through it.
Nice.
Even moisture a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
they work.
The Milwaukee markers are badass.
I'll have to try them.
I need to get some.
Although,
Oh,
I'm not a big fan of that tape measure they have. They were bragging about that. They say it's a lot better than the Fat Max. There's nothing that beats the Fat Max. That's the best tape
Dude, I
measure.
just use old Stanley silver, man. I love those. I love the way it feels in your hand. And
But the problem is you can't get them farther than 12 inches out past the.
I use them for new construction.
Hey.
You got to measure out 8-9 feet. And,
Let me tell you something, Adam. If 12 inches ain't enough, then it ain't never going to be enough.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of tape measures, y'all that have an iPhone, have y'all tried using the
Matt,
the
get
app?
that pussy out of your face.
We can't take you serious, Matt, with the cat and the clouds.
All right. Come on, done deal. But no, the tape measure app on the iPhones. Have y'all seen that where you lock onto something and you swing it and it supposedly tells you? Have y'all seen that, John?
Is that an app you have to download, or is that an iPhone?
No, it comes with the phone. It's called Measure. It's the Measure app. It's
mine's not updated, so
y'all see right there the black.
Oh yeah,
app.
yeah.
Measure. I mean, I don't know if you want to trust it or not, but
I hear pussy.
Actually, that's my son.
Oh shit, my bad.
Hey, it's all good.
This just got awkward.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. He hadn't hit.
I'm gonna.
He hadn't hit.
I'm gonna.
He hadn't hit puberty yet.
I'm gonna leave now.
Awkward. No, it's all good. He hadn't hit puberty yet, so understood. If he was 17, 18 years old, then it'd be different. Anyways.
Where'd Isaiah go? He bounced?
I guess so.
Playing the video games.
He hasn't been hanging out too much lately.
So you ever get blown up on your phone? I've seen a few videos where your phone number is on there, and I think, oh shit.
Well, it's a Google Voice phone number, so that way I can monitor you know, what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I used to put my real phone number back in the day, and I actually had to change it because of it.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So you've been getting any good messages there, John?
Not really.
Oh. Yeah, shit.
Except you sending the naked dude to everybody.
I was going to say.
That was hilarious, man. I loved that.
I couldn't watch the whole thing. I had to click it out.
Only in America.
I bet you watched it 3 times.
No.
Hey, John. So it looked like you had been working for yourself, and then you went to a local company, or?
No. I moved. My wife and I moved because we have an autistic son.
Oh.
And where I was, I was in business with my dad. There's no resources for autistic children back there because it's a really, really small town.
Is he doing better, or is you got that all squared away?
Yeah, he's in a really good program here.
That's awesome. Is he liking it? How old is
he? Just turned 5 about 2 weeks ago.
He's a little fella.
What's that?
He's just a little fella.
Is he what?
Is it helping?
Yeah, we're noticing a little bit of improvement. It's getting better.
Is he a talker or no talking?
No, he doesn't talk. He used to talk when he was like 2, and then it just went away. And but they said that's normal. That's how autism is.
Well, they told me that my cousin was never going to talk, and he doesn't shut up. So.
Well, they didn't say that about him. They said the fact that he did talk at one time is good, and they think they can get him talking again.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So.
Well, good for you. How far away did you have to go from your dad?
Well, we actually moved twice. We moved about an hour away in Lafayette, and there was a couple programs there, but they weren't good programs at all. So then we moved an hour from there, so 2 hours total from where I'm from to a much bigger city, that has good programs.
And you're working at
what? What's that?
You're working at a new place now?
Okay, I think that noise was coming from Joey. Say that again, Michael.
I said you're working for somebody now.
Yes.
Are you liking it?
Yeah, I do. I like it. I do.
Small place?
What's that?
Is it a small place?
It's a small company, which I like. I don't like working for these huge companies.
I felt like a number at my old job,
Yeah.
I switched to about 1/3 of what I was at. And it seems like these people care more,
Yeah. I mean, and I gave up a lot, but you got to do what you got to do for your kids.
John, there's a good small company in Chicago, I think, wanting to hire you.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yep. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I miss it. I don't miss the headache, but my son comes first. So, I don't care if I had to move.
Yeah.
I don't care if I had to. And that's another thing, all the trolls on here, I've been hit with that too, but I don't give a shit if I had to move 10 more times, I would.
Yeah, you got to do anything for your kids, man.
Oh, yeah. We just want to see. We just want to see him, there's no cure for autism, but we want to see him, do the best that he can.
Be comfortable in his own skin,
Yeah. Yep. So, we just want him to try to be as normal as possible.
That's cool.
Yep.
So did anyone run into any interesting jobs or calls this week?
Nothing too interesting for me.
Well, I tell you, my boss is pissed.
Adam and Chance, sounds like y'all had some nightmare jobs.
Oh, I've got this. I don't ever do mobile home, or it is a modular home. I did it.
Hold on real quick. I just want to say thank you to all the nice comments in the chat that are coming in about that.
Cool.
I really do appreciate it. Go ahead, Chance. You got a modular home?
Yeah, and I put in a mobile home furnace. I guess it was October, and I want the same size furnace, same size blower, same size everything.
Mm-hmm.
But this new one, I'm drawing super high static. It's noisy as all get out. I've got to put the heat on high fan just to keep it from kicking out on limit. Only thing I can think of, and I even disconnected the what do they call it? The crossover that crosses over. It's a double wide.
Yeah,
so
the
it's a double wide.
the crossover duct. Yeah.
Yeah, I disconnected it, and I don't know what the hell to do with this system. I'm to the point where I'm about to yank it out.
Is it gas or electric?
It's gas.
Did you check your incoming or your outgoing gas to the unit?
Yeah, the LP.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: you can't adjust it. You can't adjust this gas pressure.
So it's 90%er.
It's an 80%.
Oh no, not in a mobile home.
Oh, you can't adjust the pressure. What do you mean?
You're not on this unit. You can adjust it on the regulator at the tank, but the gas valve itself, there's no adjustments.
What was it coming out at?
Shit, I checked that a while ago. It was right at I think it was, I want to say it was like 10.5 is where it was at.
I think it's normal too for that.
What brand is it?
It's a oh shit.
Intertherm?
No, it's I'll look it up. I never sell them. It's
Coleman.
It's the no, it's not the Coleman. It's the. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. I can't remember what it is.
You probably know this doing this type of work for so long, but under the drain pan for your either heat pump or air conditioner, if you don't fold the actual sides in, you can have or put in those guards, those
style crest.
It's a what?
Style crest, which is the same as, I think it's the same as.
Is it a Nordyne?
Yes, Nordyne.
Okay.
Yep, it's a Nordyne.
That's a good one, man. But see, the mobile home, I have a lot of experience with mobile homes, but they're all electric here.
Yeah, this crossover, it's not a straight shot.
What size was the crossover?
12-inch.
Okay, that's right.
It was 12-inch crossover, but it went over, it 90'd over, it 90'd over. So it's not a straight crossover. It doesn't go straight over. It's got like 3 or 4 90s in it.
Oh, see, that's bullshit, man. Because the ones here, it's a straight shot.
Yeah, and that's the way that's the way it should be. But I don't want to go through all this work,
right?
And we're doing that if it's not going to. I know it'll probably help my static some, but I don't know what the hell to do with this unit. I've been on the phone with the factory. They don't know what the hell.
So
is going on.
Are you having issues with the freezing up or anything?
Well, I haven't ran in cooling mode yet.
Oh no, you said it's cutting the limit out for the furnace.
Yeah. Yep.
So what is the static? What are you checking the static at the supply, and what is the static at the return?
Total, I checked it was 0.54 between the supply and return. And this is I didn't check it. I checked it a few months ago. I can't remember exactly what it was at this point.
So
where's it getting its return air? Above?
It's just a common, above. It's just pulling common.
Okay.
From the rest through the whole house.
Do you know, does that unit, when in their rating plate, do they include the evaporator coil on the total external static pressure? Because if it is it built into the unit, the coil, or
no, it's separate. It was a separate case, so I had to buy a stand for it.
Hold that thought for a second. Joe Johnson, if you want to come in here, put your email in the chat, and I'll send you a link. Okay, go ahead.
And those things run a high static, anyways.
Yes, they do. They do.
On the data plate, it should. Did it say what it's rated for? The static.
It did. I was right on the high side of it. I was on at least according to when I was on with the tech support, he said I was on the very high side of the acceptable rating of it. But I didn't have because this stupid thing didn't come with anything, any charts or anything like that. He was reading, I was taking his word from it. And he was giving me the CFMs. I was like, well, no shit, it's going off on limit with the static pressure I got, and the CFM, it's not producing hardly anything.
So you were referencing the chart in the manual.
I wasn't, because there isn't anything that comes with that. At least not that I had in the installation instructions.
Hey,
I was over the phone with Stylecrust or Nordine or whatever.
I know whenever we go to change a mobile home system out, we have to find the plate, the tag that's in like a kitchen cabinet or something, and you look at the BTUs, and you have to go with that. There's like a tag. You know what I'm talking about, John? They have
that just gives you how many BTUs of air
tonnage.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't really ever do these. So I just went back with the exact same size that was in there.
Right.
And I didn't even want to do this damn job. But it's an old lady.
Same BTU furnace?
Same thing. Same BTU. Same output BTU.
Right.
And same size drive and everything. Tech support told me to go up to it has a 1/2 horse blower in there now. He told me to go to a 3/4 horse. We had to blow a bigger wheel on it. Well, I'm just thinking like, dude, it's loud now. That thing's going to be humming if I do that.
Did it have AC before?
What's that?
Did it have air conditioning before, or you?
Yep. It's always had it.
So here's a question. I've only done maybe 1 or 2 propane jobs, but I know, natural gas is a little bit more forgiving if you want to back off the gas a little bit. Obviously, you said there's no adjustment on there. You probably could replace the gas valve and get a gas valve that has adjustment, but how does propane react if you kind of deregulate it a little bit?
You can crank it down a little bit, but you don't want to go too low on it. Because I usually want to be right around 11 on propane. Now it's at 10.5 on this.
And that's on the manifold side?
Yes.
Now this furnace,
that was on the. I'm sorry.
That's on the inlet.
Manifold. Yeah. No. Manifold side. Yeah.
Right.
The inlet was
like what, 13?
14.
Yeah, 13 or 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of joining in late here, but this furnace, is it one with the barrel chamber, the barrel heat exchanger, or it actually has?
No, they're all like that on mobile homes.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said, and I remember this from years ago. We did one mobile home job. There is something you have to replace on the roof, or you need to make sure it's the right type of.
I replaced the jack.
Did you?
Yeah, it's got a brand new, and that's why I replaced it in the beginning, because the old one, the inner pipe was just it rotted away. So
right,
I was like, well, we might as well just replace the whole thing because it was like 20-something years old.
Add an inducer to your.
What's that?
It should have an inducer on it.
Yeah, it's got an inducer motor.
Yeah.
Add another one, and then supply a T under the house down below.
And the other problem with this too, it's in a little, not a little room. I mean, it's all open. There's no door that can be closed, but it's in the laundry room. So when that laundry's going, it's getting 80, 85 degrees in that room. So it's pulling a hot return air in there. So that's fucking me too.
What's what is the temperature rise?
I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was within the approved on the nameplate.
I don't remember exactly what it was. Shouldn't be tripping then. It's weird.
But it is though. Yeah, that's.
Have you checked your outgoing temperature, your supply air temperature?
Yeah, I'm going to go back there. I'll make sure to write all these down when I'm out there next time. I don't remember because I went back there this week because I had to run 4-wire from the thermostat to the unit because she hasn't had AC because you haven't needed it since I installed it. So that's why I went back there this week to run the 4-wire. So I didn't even dick with the unit then.
Right.
But Because the old
I mean,
thermostat wire is just 2-wire.
stupid question, but pleated filters, or is your
There is no
evaporator dirty, or
brand new
air
coil.
No, it's a brand new coil.
Brand
Okay,
new coil,
yeah,
brand new. There is no filter. I mean, it's just it pulls through the
Okay.
louvers. It's got that little blue cut up filter you get in the rolls, you know.
yeah, the media filter, whatever they call it.
Whatever it is, yeah. But it's not even washable.
Since
Hey,
since Ken ain't here.
Oh, you got the shine.
I got
Got the shine. I got the Bush Light.
I got the Bud Light.
the coil, it sits. Is it downflow or upflow?
Downflow.
And the coil sits at the bottom, right?
Correct.
So when you took the total external static pressure, you went underneath the coil.
Yes.
What brand coil did you put in?
That was actually replaced a year and a half ago. It was a American Standard mobile home approved coil.
Ooh,
there's your problem.
That might be your problem.
You
right
think
there.
so?
Yep.
Depends, huh?
Yep.
Really? You think that? Because
Yeah, I know.
Just fine in the old one.
I know.
What you can do
but
is take your pressures before and after the coil.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I know it's trained American standards say it's approved for mobile homes. I know that, but on electric, I've seen them work fine. But I'd be willing to bet that's your whole fucking problem.
You think so?
Yep. Chance, what you need to do is get you a big ass screwdriver and drive it through the evaporator a few times and see if it changes anything.
I always recommend this. Okay, look, they may not. I like them for mobile homes, and they're still copper, but the best coil for mobile homes is Mortex.
I don't ever heard of that.
Okay, well, you need to find a Mortex coil. I mean, they should have it. It's called Mortex. It's the best fucking mobile home coil out there.
Yeah, Superior said that's my problem too. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even think about
to,
that because it worked just fine on the old furnace.
I'd be willing. Yeah, but for some reason, I really think that's your problem.
A lot of new furnaces, though, there's tighter ranges you got to be within.
Yeah,
the limits trip off at a lot lower temperatures.
Yep,
true.
Hey, speaking of furnaces, we just had to go to a class that Train put on, and y'all have heard this before. Supposedly, like within the next year, all furnaces are going with either variable speed motors or extra thing. They're getting away from the PSC motors.
No, it's actually happening in June or July of this year. Yeah, July of this year.
We just got
it's X13 minimum. It's only on gas furnaces though. Air handlers will still be able to use PSC. Did you swap out the condenser, Chance?
No, see, this is an old lady. She has no money. So this is what I was talking about. Adam, you said in the text, like, it's always trying to do a favor for somebody. Well, that's what this was. She didn't have any money to do that. She just had enough to do the furnace. I was like, all right, I'll just replace the furnace. So yeah, the coil was replaced, like I said, a couple years ago. So I just left all that there and just replaced the furnace and the roof jack.
Did they put the whole case in there, or they put just the coil in there? Did they
put the coil?
Okay. But there's a sheet.
It's just the coil. Yeah.
But there's a sheet metal cover covering the coil, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Next time you go back, take that sheet metal cover off. Run the furnace.
There you go.
If you don't trip on limit, there's your problem.
Just
so here's kind of an
Yeah.
ethical question now. So now that you did the furnace, are you the one liable? You know what I mean? Because hey, it was working before you changed the furnace. So what do you do now? Do you got to eat the coil?
I'll just have to eat the coil.
Okay, Joey. Thanks for coming in, bud. But yeah, pop that sheet metal cover off the front of the coil. Run that furnace and see if it trips out on limit. If it doesn't, that's your issue.
Yeah, I'll try that. I'll do that.
But look,
now
you can buy What
I
ton?
didn't even think about it, being the coil, just because.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the tonnage on the AC?
It was a 3 ton.
Okay. You can buy a 3 ton Vortex mobile home coil for like $200.
Yeah, I was
Now,
gonna say I'll just.
Must be a
So-
big
buy the
mobile
damn
home.
thing.
So it's not going to hurt your pocketbook too bad.
No.
Now, I came in late to the conversation, but you saying you have an American Standard or a trained coil in this thing?
It's supposedly supposed to be. I looked at the model number, and it says it's mobile home approved, and it
Okay,
was
'cause-
in the last air handler or the last furnace. So
And they
that's
do
why
say
I
that
used it.
when you buy a train or an American Standard coil, it says on the data tag mobile home approved, suitable for mobile homes.
And this was a kind of a weird model number coil. I haven't.
It wasn't a 4TX.
No, it was something else. It was like dedicated for. I'll have to look it
Okay.
up. Next time I go out there, I'll get all the information.
Yeah, I'm not aware of Train making a strictly mobile home coil.
That's what I'm saying. What we do normally, it's like John says, it's all electric. When we do a mobile home, we replace the coil with a train coil. That sucker's like 27 inches tall. It sits on top of the furnace. It's electric though. I don't know how you would have gotten a shorter. I'm not aware of train.
It's a short.
I don't know what it is with you fucking Train guys. Y'all can't even use the damn mobile home coil in a mobile home. Y'all got to use a fucking Train coil.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never seen a short train.
When you go back out there, obviously we're all pretty easy to get in touch with. I would say like shoot us a message. I'd like to be on, see what's going on while you're out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I would too, because I got pretty good experience with mobile homes, but like I said, most of them are electric. Look who's here.
Yeah,
He smelled the moonshine. He smelled the moonshine. That's what brought him in here.
I definitely will, because I now that you guys are talking about the coil, that pisses me off. I didn't think about that now.
Yeah.
Now, John, aren't a lot of Mortex coils? You ever seen the one that's shaped like an N? Like that sucker's not an A.
No,
like the
that
carrier
ain't,
coils.
No, that's not a Mortex.
That's not Mortex. Okay.
Nope.
The guy who bought out my dad's company years back, when I was working for him, they started. We were installing Bryant, and he's like, "You've never done Bryant before?" I'm like, "No." All right, well, let me show you this end coil. When you're doing it uncased, you need to make sure you keep this end side open up over here. I'm like, yeah, no shit. What do you think that's? No, that's an optional part of the coil.
Yep, I'd be willing to bet, Chance, that's your issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pisses me off. That's because most cases I would just replace everything in that situation, but I was trying to help her out.
Get your needle nose pliers and pull some of those fins out.
It's always
drill some holes in that coil.
It's always the people you try to help are family. That
this one wasn't family. She was an old lady. She lost her husband lately.
Right, that's what I'm saying though. It's either a family job or a little old lady or something, or an old couple that you're trying to help, and you're not going to make hardly no money that end up fucking you.
Yeah.
Yep. Have problem after problem, and yep. Amen.
Not saying it's not good to try to help people out.
No.
It's just Murphy's Law,
Right.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly.
It's like
every time I try to not cut corners, but do it on the cheap for somebody, you just get fucked.
Yeah, it's like there's something in the HVAC universe that says, "Ooh, you're trying to help this person. I'm gonna fuck you."
Yep.
It's a Ted God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a HVAC god. Oh, look, you see Chance over there trying to help that old lady.
Yeah, exactly.
You give that some bitch airflow problems and cut that high limit out.
Yeah, I can't tell you how loud this thing is, man. It is screaming. I feel so bad for her too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, all right, I don't run into them much, but next time I run into one, if I do replace it, I'm just gonna warn them. Things are freaking loud.
I stopped working on mobile homes. I just say, It's not for me.
I like them. It's easy money here.
Not many mobile homes here.
Yeah, we
I just
see.
hate the fact that you have to change the roof jack every time, and I'm not a roofer. So when actually I hired a roofer to come out and do it for me just because I don't want to be responsible for any leaks. So
Yeah.
See, Joel, what the
it was
problem is,
$300 well spent.
what the thing is, Joel, is that up in Canada, see, y'all got free health care, so they can afford to rent something better than a mobile home.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah.
Shit, you gotta wait 18 months to get health care there, don't you?
No. Oh,
You break a
when
leg,
you're-
hey, come back in a year, we'll fix it.
when you're not a
think-
Canadian citizen, you mean?
I think that's just what the American government tells us. So we're like, yeah, we don't want their health care.
Joe,
Now, I've talked to some people though, like if you need like a hip replacement, I've heard people say like they'll make you wait a long time because it's not like a life threatening.
Oh yeah, you're
deal.
you're right. I've heard of that. People waiting a bit.
You ever been to America?
Yes. Not much, but New York and Buffalo and
We
that's
got
about it.
what are you, 3 hours?
count.
Good night, guys. I'm going out.
Sorry.
Take it
Okay.
easy, man. How far are you from the border? Like 3 hours or something?
Not even.
Not even.
No.
John muted that sucker real quick.
Toronto, which is what, maybe 2 hours?
Is it
hours
2
and a bit?
hours?
Something like that. Yeah.
You go to Niagara much?
Sorry?
You've gone to Niagara then, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go there. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, it is. It is nice, sir. I gotta admit.
So when you're in America, did you see how many Hummers there are and everyone walking their pet eagles?
So you like
No.
beer, hockey, and maple syrup, right?
Maple syrup? No. Beer? Yeah. Hockey, of course. One thing I noticed about Americans is the flags. You guys have flags everywhere.
That's because
In
it's
Canada,
America, damn it.
I know. In Canada, like, people don't put their flags out for some reason. I don't know
Hey, you
why.
see that?
That's because they don't want anybody to know they live in Canada.
I don't know.
look,
Maybe that's
yeah.
why.
Here you go.
Look,
Hey.
look at this flag.
I got it. I'm rocking.
Oh, yeah.
I got Uncle Sam right here for you.
No, I think it's awesome. I wish Canada did that, but it's just they don't do it. I don't know. They gotta be more patriot, more proud, but they're not.
That's because
We're
that flag's not pretty, man. I mean,
It
it's
is
stars,
pretty,
it's
come on.
stars and stripes, and it's red,
We're
white, and blue. Y'all got
we're
a
gonna
fucking
have-
leaf.
We're gonna have Trump put a wall up around you fuckers too.
No. If he does that, it will be the biggest mistake.
You're getting a wall, damn it, no matter if you like it or not.
No.
I saw something on the internet. There was something on Trump said. I can't remember what it was. Somebody made up. It's like you. He called Canadian something. You snow something. You're getting a wall too.
Yeah.
Fuck, we probably get less snow than some of the states up here. I tell you, man.
In Toronto?
In Toronto, yep.
Yeah,
That's
Toronto's
what's
not
funny.
that. The weather's not that bad up there, right?
No, it's not. It's not.
I used to go to a little place up there called Hull, Canada.
Hull.
Yeah.
Where? Name me another city. That's probably a small town, eh?
Yes.
Hull.
Eh?
That's
Yeah,
a little
eh?
town.
Small town, eh?
Did I say that right now?
Hey,
Yeah, you did.
I believe Hall is in between the living room and the bathroom, so it's like a Hall, Canada. Yeah.
I bet they don't know how to work their cell phone up there either.
Yeah.
You guys still use flip phones
Yeah.
in Canada, right?
We still use what?
Flip phones and 80s music?
No.
Y'all
How you
listen-
doing?
Y'all listen to Anne Murray records?
No.
All right,
Good
Jay.
to know.
All right, John. That was a little bit low right there. That was a low cut.
And Shania Twain.
Oh, they love Shania Twain up there.
No,
man.
I don't like her.
Joe, you love it. Come on, don't lie.
No, I don't.
Hey,
Don't make fun of
you haven't seen Rosie O'Donnell up there anywhere, have you?
No, I haven't.
And I believe Whoopi Goldberg was supposed to go. Yeah, Whoopi and a few others supposed to be headed y'all's way, but
I don't blame him.
You know.
I don't blame him.
Won't you sponsor one of them so we can get the hell out of here?
Watch that shit now.
Yeah, I'm outnumbered. Eh?
There was a band I used to listen to. They were from Canada called Propagandhi.
Sounds familiar. Okay.
Hey, what about Nickelback? Wasn't Nickelback from Canada, or maybe I'm wrong?
Yeah, they're from Canada.
My son, he's 9. He came out and he was like playing on Spotify. He's like, look at who I found, Nickelback. And I looked at him dead in the eyes, very serious, and I'm like, you're not going to live under my roof if you're playing that shit in my house.
Oh man,
what's with the hate for everybody that hates Nickelback?
Hey, honestly, I like Nickelback. I'm not gonna lie. They're an okay band to me. I just don't know. All of a sudden, everybody hates them. So yeah, I'm with you, John. What's the deal? Don't know.
Look, don't take musical advice from John. He probably still listens to Billy Ray Cyrus.
No,
don't break his heart, man.
No, John don't listen to Billy Ray Cyrus, but John does still listen to Hank and George and Willie.
Yeah.
And don't forget Luke Bryan, John. I saw you post earlier today. You like some Luke Bryan.
Yeah, if I posted something about Luke Bryan, it was Possum and them making fun of him.
Yeah, I like that post. I saw that. But
Luke Bryan.
Hey, John, Hank Jr.'s coming to Lafayette with Leonard Skinner soon.
I saw him last time they were there.
Oh wow, yeah. But I heard, Hank's supposed to open for them, so I'm not a big fan of the new Leonard Skinner. I mean they're okay, but
I seen Hank with Skinner at the Cajun Dome, and then I seen Hank by himself in Kinder at Coushatta.
Coushatta? Hey, I was there. Was that about 5-6 years ago?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Hey, I was there. Me and my uncle were there.
Yep.
Hank puts on a hell of a show, man. He gets drunk, he gets lit, drunk, and just does his own thing, and it's love Hank Jr.
That's a big motherfucker too.
Oh yeah.
You guys down in Louisiana, have you heard of a band called Band of Heathens?
No.
You got to listen. There's a song called Hurricane. That's a jam, man. I like it a lot.
Good night, Superior.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I don't think I've ever heard of them, but that's like rock, I'm assuming, rock or punk band.
No, not punk. Yeah, it's like rock.
Gotcha.
Look,
The only rock I listen to is classic rock. I don't know. I guess I'm old school.
I like me some 80s now. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Mr. Ken?
Pretty good. Pretty busy week.
You on your iPhone tonight?
Yep.
What happened? Did Joel rub off on your iPad?
Hey, where's Joel been at?
I don't know. I know last week he was doing something with the family, but I don't know where he's at this week. He hasn't been talking in the chat or anything.
I got an old iPad, and it's only got like 10 gig of memory. And when I watch videos and listen to podcasts and Hangouts, I use it up real quick, and then it's slow as death.
Hey, y'all got cicadas where you guys are at?
Yeah.
I love them.
That's those things like locusts, huh? They get like crazy loud.
Oh yeah, man. Like if you're not used to them, they drive people nuts. But like it's just like background music.
Don't they start coming out? Like they start getting real loud towards the end of summer, right?
Yeah, they'll be coming out here not too long. I was just thinking about it right now. I got frogs going everywhere around me right now.
Matt said they only got one rock station in Philly. We've got this one station here. It's called Man Up. 105 was it 105.7 Man Up Radio? That's a good damn station.
Pretty sexist, if you ask me.
What microphone do you guys have?
What's that?
What's that?
Micron gauges do you guys use? Do you guys swear by any?
What's a micron gauge?
Micron gauge?
I'm going to get one in about a week.
I like the blue vac.
Yeah. Now I might be the black. I might be the black sheep in here, but
let
me
me guess. You got a train micron gauge.
No, he listens to the sound of the vacuum pump.
Yeah.
I use. I have the S-Man's 460 that have the vacuum port on it, and
that's
use our manifold. But
that's not a reliable
tell me
micron gauge.
That's what I heard, but.
They listen to the train. The train goes, not yet. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you, it's 15 minutes mandatory, 25 minutes if you're lucky, and 35 if I like you. That's how it goes.
It's 2 cigarettes and a cup of coffee.
There you go.
No, the AccuTools that what is it? The Blue Vac Pro. I love that thing. That's my favorite tool I bought in a long time.
I have mine on my 557, so it works pretty good. I'll check with another one. And
I don't trust micron gauges that are built into the manifold. That's what's great about the Yellow Jacket P51. It comes with a micron gauge that you plug in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's a separate gauge.
Hey, what about that Novak pump you did a video on? How
Nava?
You need or whatever. You need to do a comparison on how accurate
that'll be the next. That'll be the next video.
That's what I actually shot. I tried to ask AK in one of his chats because I was questioning. I asked you, you didn't respond. I don't think anyone knows, but it's built in. Most micron gauges need cleaning. You got to clean them. So if it's built into the pump, how do you clean it?
Right. I can't talk to AK no more. Me and him were cool even after all the drama, but when he joined up with Zach, it was like, I guess that was part of his contract.
Has he been doing videos for a long time then? I just saw him whenever he started doing that with.
Yeah, he's always done, this talking videos and stuff.
Oh,
and
has he?
Yeah, and they're great. But me and him, we continued to talk and stuff even after all that. But when he got with Zach, when he took Ralph's spot, like I said, I don't know if that was part of his contract or what, but we're not allowed to talk anymore.
Hey, that's their loss, bro. If they want to still play that stupid game,
and I got hooked up with Navac sent me the 2 CFM pump and that 6 CFM. But yes, I'm going to compare it to another micron gauge. But I'll probably never get anything from Navac ever again because I got those before Greaves was working there. So now that he's working there, I'll probably never get shit from them again.
A different subject. I got a question, John, for you or anybody else that works in attics. What kind of pump or what do y'all use to empty a secondary pan that's full of water? What's your go-to deal?
Go to solar.
Just drill a hole in it.
Go to solar in Lafayette. Solar has these little battery operated pumps with a little clear tube off of it, and I have one of those. I clear the main drain, after I've unclogged it, and then I just you stick this thing in the secondary pan and let it pump into the primary.
Yeah, see that's what we use. We call it a kerosene pump, but it's blue and gray and it's got the clear tube.
That's it.
Okay, just making sure I was keeping up with the times here.
Yeah, I like Ken's idea. I was going to say get a 3/8 drill bit
Hey, John,
Uh-huh.
that new yellow jacket gauges you got.
Yep.
I was looking at a set of them at the supply house Friday or Thursday. That bag ain't worth a flying shit.
The bag.
Yeah.
I don't use the bag, so I couldn't tell you.
What bag?
So I went to Johnstone and picked this guy up here, made by JB Industries.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
$200, but it comes with a nice case and it's a plug-in or battery. And I've used it quite a bit, and I trust it more than those batteries.
I mean, them gauges will fall right out of that backpack.
I don't see why any of these companies are giving you a big case like that, because it's like, okay, well, if you're using like a Vito bag or whatever, what are you gonna do? Carry a bag on each shoulder when you're walking around the backside of the house, you know?
But that yellow jacket bag just seems to be. I mean, that little Velcro shelf in there. I put the gauges down in there, and it came in. It went right through there and came out that little flipper flap in the front.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it, but I don't use the bag. I mean, my gauges are hanging up in the truck.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, and I put
Michael,
I put the extensions on the pipe clamps, and son, let me tell you, you got plenty of fucking slack now.
Hey, Michael, that gauge you just got, Supernova, you just put it in line with your suction or whatever. It's got 2 ports.
No, it doesn't have 2 ports. It's only got one. No, seriously, it's only got one female adapter.
So what do you hook it to? Like
you'd have to use a T, like a swivel T or a core tool or something.
Okay, that makes sense.
Who's that? Chance?
Who's who? It's me.
Oh, it's Dave. Old Dave.
Oh, it's Lennox Dave?
Yeah.
Mr. Lennox.
Hey, Dave, your units are shit.
Why do they,
Hey, no.
on their furnaces, why do they make you take the whole freaking thing apart to clean or change a flame sensor, these Lennox furnaces? It blows my mind.
Those are hard to get to.
Yeah, that does kind of suck.
That's because they don't have to do it.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, a couple summers ago, I ran into a Linux system where, if I remember right, you couldn't really go off a superheat or subcool. You had to use the approach method, which was like some bullshit. Like, I don't know. Y'all ever heard of the approach method or whatever with a system?
Yeah, I mean, there's some equipment, that wants you to follow their chart. Like you take a York microchannel, if you're using a piston inside. Now, if you're using a TXV, you can follow. They say they're use a recommended 10 to 11 degree subcooling. But if you're using a piston with a York microchannel condenser, you don't use superheat. You follow their chart.
But if you remember early on the York microchannels, they gave you the charts and they say you have to use their charts. You have to use their charts. And about a year and a half later, they're like, our charts are wrong. We're going to give you updated stickers. To put
Dude, it microchannel to me is junk, and it's so easy to overcharge those damn things. Like years ago, I overcharged one. The needle was freaking. I don't know, man.
It's definitely.
I learned the hard way.
Hey, don't be doing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes left till midnight. I usually shut it down at midnight, and I'm getting tired.
He shuts it down at midnight, starting when? The last couple of weeks.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's true. We did stay up that one night when the time changed. You notice
last week too.
Yeah, last week too. I keep slumping down in my chair more and more. So
you just need to go get a shot of whiskey real quick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm drinking some scotch right here.
Man, I don't.
What kind of scotch?
What am I drinking? I got Macallan.
Macallan.
Fancy fucker.
Dude,
how do y'all
guys yeah.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
What about your the mayor they just elected up there, Chicago?
Obama?
No.
Did they? I didn't see it. Did it go through? I didn't see if I didn't even realize. I know there was that Preckwinkle and that other
Well,
Lightfoot.
Oh,
or
that's
whatever.
I like. Mayor
the other,
Preck.
the other lady won.
Did
The
she?
lesbian?
The Lightfoot?
Yeah.
Lori Lightfoot?
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, y'all have a lesbian mayor?
Oh yeah, the other candidate was
Have
gay
fun.
too, wasn't he?
Yes.
Well, everybody in
both of them
Chicago will get lessons on how to eat pussy now.
You know we need it.
Oh shit.
Won't you just move, Adam?
I don't know.
Yeah, man, move down to Louisiana with your brother.
You know, my brother was. What is the name of that company I told you he works for?
Gallo.
Gallo. Well, he's like kind of friends with one of the owners, and they were BSing, and he was showing them, I guess, a couple of the videos and what I do.
Right.
And he was telling him, my brother, he's like, why does he put up with this crap? He just needs to go work for a big company, sit down with the boss, and tell him, listen, I want $300,000 a year, no questions asked, no questions asked. And I'm like, damn, that's steep. I told my brother, I'm like, tell him I'd come down and work for him. $200,000, no questions asked.
So, with your guys' experience, since we're not all at work, it's kind of a personal question, but what's the pay range that you guys get from these companies?
My wife gives me $25 a week.
I clear about 180,000 a year.
Damn.
No, I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm looking. I'm lucky to get $18. I work for the state.
In Louisiana, it just depends. You know, it usually goes between 20 and 25 an hour if you know what you're doing.
Right.
But it doesn't make a fuck how much money I make. My wife gives me a fucking allowance every week and the rest is hers.
Yeah.
I try to get to it before she does.
Yeah.
I get my part.
Yeah, I get 26 an hour out here.
Where are you?
In Oregon.
Where the hell is that?
That's cowboy country, isn't it?
That's hippie country.
Hell no, Wyoming is cowboy country.
No, you'd be surprised, man. There's all these people. It's open carry out here. You got a lot of farmers, so yeah, it's cowboy country.
And a lot of hippies though.
Ain't that like up there by where the Twilight people was?
Yeah, it must be
vampires
on
and shit.
It must be on the West Coast where y'all have a lot of like liberal, I don't know, California type Bernie Sanders, whatever. You know, isn't the West Coast of Oregon kind of hippie, as they were saying? You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Washington,
over where I'm
maybe not.
I'm at, it's a bunch of old retired veterans, a lot of farmers. You know, a few hippies, but
A lot of Democrats.
A lot of women don't shave.
Oh man,
John, you better stay awake a little longer. Adam was up till like 3 a.m. doing this.
I was gonna say, man.
Yeah, last night that was rough.
Yeah.
What time did you guys end that call, Adam?
I don't know. I just Ted just disappeared for a second. He put himself on hold, and it was me and Lav were talking. And then I'm like, all right, Lav, I'm going to sleep. I gotta go.
See, Lav was on the call.
He just showed up. He just popped up. Yeah.
Wow, that's
wow.
He usually doesn't do that.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Yeah. Hey, y'all two that sip on Shine, Ken and sorry, I don't remember your other name. How are y'all staying awake doing this, sipping on moonshine? I would be either piss drunk or
we were born with it in our veins, man. It doesn't affect us that way.
I guess so, man. I just know the moonshine down here is like, woo. Like,
yeah, we made good friends with our neighbors, and he's got some shine, and it's some pretty powerful stuff.
No, like down south, the moonshine, is it like they make it out like Tim and Tickle, like where they're always trying to chase down these people making shine?
Oh, hell no.
That's the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Look, if you watch that Moonshiners show, when they're on there making shine, dude, they ain't doing nothing but making steam, boiling water. That's all they're doing.
That's what I heard. It's It's just a big put on for the show.
Well, this ain't water.
No, mine's not water either.
Man, all them shows are fake, like American Pickers.
Hey, I like American Pickers, and I'm a Canadian, man.
I like that show too, but
Yeah,
it's
you
all
Yeah.
set up.
You
You
can't
think
like
so?
that.
Oh
Mhm.
fuck yeah! Just like
Yeah.
the
It's
the
100% set up.
the Pawn
Wow.
Stars. I used to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did
That's
y'all
set
ever?
up too.
Yeah, did y'all
That's set
ever
up.
watch the disgrace of Cajun Pawn Stars?
No,
Oh,
I
that was
saw them a couple times.
Yeah, that
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 was dumb.
Don't even.
that's where I used to live in Alexandria. Oh my
Yo.
god!
Oh,
I mean,
really? Is that in your hometown?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Don't even go there, John. That one was bad.
They were
I'd love
out
to know what you know about that.
they were out there filming one day, and I had to pass in front of that pawn shop almost every morning, and they had the road blocked, and I was trying to get to a service call, and they were like, "No, you can't go right here. We're filming for the Cajun Pawn Stars." I said, "I don't give a fuck if you're filming for the President of the United States. Open the fucking road, because this is the only way I can get to where I'm going." I sat there and fought with them for about 10 minutes, and they finally let me through. But it was, I knew almost everybody in that fucking show, and it was all set up. It was all, and then the regular Pawn Stars, the one that takes place in Vegas, it's, I can't watch it anymore because everything. Oh well, look, I've got this, and here's Rick. Well, let me call a buddy of mine to check that out. And it's like, golly.
Now here's a question, John. I'm sure you're gonna think I'm probably ignorant, or somebody in the chat's gonna think I'm ignorant. But you guys
We already
listen.
do.
Thank you. You guys listen. You guys, are you Walking Dead fans?
Fucking A.
I think it keeps going way too long. Man, I stopped watching a couple seasons ago.
Shut up.
Me too.
Shut up,
That
Chance.
So every time they're talking in Walking Dead, and I'm always like connecting. Obviously, it's not the same spot when they're like Alexandria, and you always hear John talking about back in Alexandria.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I love The Walking Dead, dude. That is the shit.
Isn't Rick gone? Did he die last season, or what happened?
He didn't die.
Hey! Spoiler alert! Damn it! I haven't watched yet.
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Well, they announced that he was gone. I knew that much.
Yeah. Well, but don't spoil it for me though.
well, gentlemen, it was nice spending this quality time with you, but I gotta go.
All right,
Hey,
man.
It's still
See ya, man.
early. It's still early for you, isn't it? Like what, 8:00 p.m. over there,
Yeah,
West
no shit,
Coast?
right?
No, I'm joking.
Shit, it's late for Mike. Mike, it's like 1:00 there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah.
Mike's a
Hey,
party
fuck
animal.
here.
Thanks for coming in, Michael.
Is it 1 in Toronto?
Thanks.
Yeah, I guess that'd be.
Yeah.
for having me,
Yeah.
guys.
Absolutely. Come in again.
See ya.
Yeah,
All right.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks for
See ya.
having me. I'll catch you later.
We still got 49 people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't.
I mean,
we can't end
let
it yet,
these
John.
people down. Yeah.
We can do. We can do a shop tour here.
Yeah.
John's like, oh fuck.
Somebody call Steve Lav, get him in here.
Oh, jeez.
Negative.
Negative.
That's I like Steve, and everything, but that's Ralph's butt buddy.
Come on, mama.
No, John's right. I like him too, but yeah.
He's in the clique.
Everything, you know what, John? Last night on that the chat that we were doing,
Uh-huh.
Somebody in the chat was I don't remember who it was, but somebody started talking about you in the chat.
I can only imagine.
And I told them right away. I said, "Listen, why don't we do what we were talking about in the past? Make this a brotherhood. Let's everyone try to help everyone out and bring people together instead of put in a divide in everyone. You know what I mean?"
Yep.
That's my point, because it's always like, hey, I'm sick of you hear about all this drama. People post stuff online. Look at my job. They're proud of it. Then everyone blasts them. Hey, look at you. It's just garbage that you're doing, and that's goes. There's just too much drama.
You're probably
You'll-
banned from that site.
You'll never see that on John's
Look,
brotherhood.
man, I have heard, dude. According to these motherfuckers, I have done some shit. I have really, I've done some shit. So
I don't think half of them even know what they're even saying. I think they just repeat what Ralph says.
Oh yeah,
Who cares?
Like,
Who cares?
I mean, because that's
And
what it is. Because I asked them one time. I said, "Okay, you know," one of them confronted me. I don't remember what it was about. It was about something. I said, "Okay, so, how do you know that I did that? Where's your proof?" Well, Ralph said you did. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, if Ralph said it, it must be true.
See, I used to watch Ralph's videos all the time, but then, well, he doesn't do them anymore, anyways. But it
Right.
just became like Adam said, like he's an angry man. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like let it go.
Oh yeah. Well, he has nothing better else to do. You know, him and his wife aren't together anymore, and he's single, and so yeah. At one time, his life consisted of his job and fucking with me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Well,
noticed that.
Here's
Sad,
the
but
thing.
true.
Here's the thing. This is what I learned. I used to play in bands when I was younger in life, and one thing I learned from a guy that was in a bigger band than me, and he said, "Listen, when you are trying to get somewhere, where you're trying to get from point A to point B in life, you better make friends along the way
Yep.
because it's a long way up to get to the top, but it's a short way down. And you better have friends when you're on your way down because it's going to soften the blow, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to make enemies along the way."
Yep.
Hey, Adam, if everybody got along, there won't be no HVAC American husband show there.
Hey, look,
No.
the way I look at it is I'm one of the, I guess you could say, original HVAC YouTubers, and I'm one of the last ones standing that actually works and makes videos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
You know,
sucked.
still
Like,
there.
over the last year and a half, like everyone stopped doing videos, man.
Well, you know, you take like Zach. Zach's a podcaster for a living now, you know, and you know,
And you know what?
and that's great. You know, that's fine if he can do it, whatever. But
I gotta say, like AK, I could not relate to his videos because he was industrial, but his video production, however he learned that, he does such a nice job with his production. You
Yeah, I've
know?
never seen any
absolutely.
of his videos.
I'll give
You
him
know-
all the damn credit in the world. His editing is awesome.
And speaking of that, John, you know what's sad, man? Fritz, I could tell. I think Fritz is a good dude. It's just Steve Lav.
Well,
they turned him away from making. Like, what do you know about Fritz? I liked Fritz.
You know,
but maybe he was.
I liked Fritz too at one time, but you know, then again, I kind of joined in on the picking on Fritz thing, and now I kind of feel bad about it because I can see, you know, here's the thing I've noticed with those guys. If they want you, if they don't want you on YouTube anymore, they're going to do everything they can to get rid of you.
Yeah, but here's the thing, John. Look there's a lot of people that don't want you on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
but you're doing it
right, and that's what pisses them off is that they couldn't get rid of me. Because I remember at one time Ralph said it on, I don't know if it was Shop Talk or his channel, but he said that John just needs to go. He just needs to get off of YouTube and just shut it down. And he's pissed off because he couldn't get rid of me. So
you know that's kind of
when people talk like that too, it's like, you know, you sound like a liberal. You know, I mean, that's what they tried doing. You know,
dude,
shutting down people you don't like to hear.
Yeah, they have no life, man. Like, why you want to go after somebody? Like, go worry about your own self.
Yeah.
That's what makes it.
And Ralph took it to like the next level. You remember that, John? You know, video he made a while back where it's just dedicated to you, just bad mouthing you the whole time in his car or whatever. It's like
right.
I remember watching that video. Like, wow, man.
There's another one that I saw with Ralph, and I didn't watch the whole thing because it was long, but it was Ralph and I think Gil.
Yeah, Ralph and Gil. Yeah.
I don't think I saw that one.
And that's another one, you know. And I know this is going to sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but you know, so you can take it like you want. Who knew Gil until I introduced him?
Yep. Hey, that's right,
you know, who knew who Gil was until I brought him in?
Yep. I like Gil, whatever, but you put him on the map. That man owes you. I'm not gonna say he owes you anything, but you're right.
No, he don't owe me anything. He don't owe me nothing. But all I'm saying is, who knew who he was until I brought him in?
Does he just do podcasts or he do YouTube as well?
No, he's not. He all he does is podcast.
Okay.
And
One of those guys.
yeah, he made a couple videos, but who knew who he was?
Didn't those guys actually make money on the podcast?
Yeah,
I mean,
if you have sponsors.
is that how you get the money? Just sponsors?
Yeah, because you can make money by monetization on podcasts, but it's not as easy as YouTube. There's a lot of criteria you have to.
And that's what I was thinking. That's why I was thinking, like, why would Zach stop doing YouTube? I figured he'd make more on YouTube than like podcasts or whatever. But I guess he's still doing YouTube.
It's the sponsors, and I know what kind of money these sponsors are willing to pay because I have I only have one sponsor right now, Yellow Jacket, but they've been with me for a while. But I'm talking to 2 more people right now, and I don't know. It's none of my business, but I couldn't make a living off of sponsorship.
A while back,
I'm sorry, Mr. Ken. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to say this real quick. Here's the thing about that. Zach is dependent on that money. Okay? Because that's all he does.
Yeah.
The way I look at that money from a sponsor,
extra.
that's just lanyard extra. Because if Yellow Jacket, I don't even incorporate that money into my monthly income and rely on that money to pay my bills and stuff. Because if Yellow Jacket it says one day, hey, we're not doing this shit no more, they will drop me like a bad habit.
Because here's the thing, it's not if, it's when.
Exactly. And it's the same thing with Zach. Do you really think, Zach has Yellow Jacket and he's got several others. Do you really think that these guys are going to continue to sponsor him for years and years to come for him to make his living for the rest of his life?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like that's a bold move, man, on his part.
I mean, what's he gonna do when 2 or 3 of them say, "Hey, we don't need this anymore. We're done. We're not going to pay you anymore. We're not sponsoring."
And I'm sure he puts on a good show. I just don't.
He does.
I just don't like watch.
So
it's just too long for me to just sit there and you can't interact. You know what I mean? Like you just can in the chat, but
so for anybody out there watching that is probably already running to Zach or Ralph or one of the other guys saying, "Oh, go check out what John's talking about." I'm not dogging Zach. Him and AK put on a hell of a show. They do. They put on a hell of a show, but that is supposedly his only source of income. Okay. Like Adam said, it's not if, it's when. What's he going to do when all these sponsors drop him?
I guess I understand why he did it. Because his family owns that business, right? So I guess he can always fall back and go back to the business, right?
Well, no, he had his own company. Now
he had his own.
Yeah,
okay.
But his father does have a company. Now I did notice that Zach's been uploading a few videos here that he's been helping doing some change outs with him. So I don't know what's going on there.
I didn't realize. I didn't realize he dropped his own company. I thought he was working.
He shut his company down.
That's crazy, man.
To do what he's doing.
Honestly, though, it's like he's kind of doing what everyone would like to do, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like who wouldn't want to do that?
I think it's cool that he's doing that.
I think it's awesome.
He's got gonads.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
There has to be a second income somewhere, man. You don't think there has to be? Maybe so.
I know his wife has some health issues. So maybe she gets a disability check, but I know for a fact disability don't pay much. And, but again, it's not, but yeah, it's awesome that he's able to do that. I would love to be able to spend, all my time with my kids and stuff. But one day though, these fucking sponsors are going to shut that shit down,
Yeah. Yeah.
You talk about people bad mouthing other people on this YouTube thing. About maybe 2 months ago, it's probably longer than that. I think Reardon started the iManifold and therapy group or whatever it was. And I was a big iManifold guy when it first came out. I mean, I used it every day, and I was talking with Jim and the other guys and just working things out for about 3 months. And then they started this other channel, and all they're doing is just bad mouthing the shit out of iManifold. So they got pissed at me because I come on there one day and I was mad anyways, and I said, look, if you don't like the thing, say you don't like it, don't use it, and shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Wait. So you're telling me now the biggest supporter of the iManifold ever since it came out, Raritan, he's dogging the product now?
He's got a what do you call it?
No way. No way.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
funny.
You're saying Raritan?
Yes, Stephen Raritan.
He had a video. Yeah, he had a video probably 6 or 8 months ago about complaining about how it wasn't working right. And he's like,
ever since Jim left, they haven't done nothing, and it's better the way it used to be. And he said pretty soon they're just going to be gone. They just can't keep up.
Man, that sounds like a puppet, man. It sounds like he's a puppet for
because when that product first came out, you can go back to his older videos. I mean, he
uses them all the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I liked his videos back when he worked for
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear.
His videos were great back then.
I mean, I guess they're good now. He just doesn't do them much anymore. But
see, here's the thing: a lot of these guys, they're Jim Berkman. You know, whatever Jim Berkman does, that's what they support. So now that Jim Berkman's not involved with iManifold anymore, it's no good. You know, so it's
almost like politics, man.
Yeah,
it's a good product, and I use it every once in a while. And I use some of their probes with the Field Piece probes and Measure Quick.
Right.
Their app could use some work, but I don't go out there every day belly aching about their app. I just don't use it no more.
Right.
I mean, it's like the kindergartners. You know, my milk's colder than your milk. Ha ha.
Yeah,
Right.
I never used it, but I remember, watching Raritan's videos. I always thinking like, man, that'd be badass to get that, but I just never.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
A lot of money, buddy.
well, Raritan always seemed like he was on like the top of. He had every little toy known to man.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he always
yeah.
got gadgets.
Absolutely.
And Ken, I fixed that damn milk cooler for that kindergarten class, so they'll all be the same coldness tomorrow.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's
I
That's
personally
all
can't respect and watch people that are not working. That's me personally. I can't watch guys or support guys that don't work and just talk all day. I just can't do it.
it's
Yeah,
and it's
I'll change
hard.
the subject. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's hard to. You take somebody like Ralph. He's still in the industry. He's still involved. He's at a supplier. But you take somebody like Zach. He's not even in the field no more. He's not in the industry.
What's Ralph doing for the supply?
He's technical support for Ferguson.
Is he? Okay.
Ferguson, yeah.
Yeah, he holds training classes for mini splits.
Okay.
Yep.
I had my big tour of the HVAC department Friday. Got to hang out with all those guys and stuff. And I'm tell you what, it's a little bit intimidating.
Hey, speaking of mini splits, what do you guys think about these videos on Facebook of these foreigners like in India and shit? Like, man, they're working like death-defying freaking shit. Yeah, like what the hell? You think that shit's real? Like, is that all they have overseas?
Hey, go to my channel when we're done here and look at the first video I posted. It's just like a song, and it shows like very quickly a bunch of the work that I've done. And you look at the very last image, you see one of my guys standing on a bracket for a mini split, and that's like 30 some floors up.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Dude. Yeah, I'll check it out.
He had a harness on.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you OSHA like that. He had a harness.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the HVAC department and what you're working in right now?
big hellacious chillers.
Okay.
That
Well, you're
yeah.
starting HVAC on Monday, right, Mike?
Yep, sure enough.
I hope you don't get fired on Monday.
Yeah, Tuesday maybe. But
Hell, it takes 6 months to fire him.
yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, he works for the
so-
city. He won't, or the school district.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Hey, John, just to get your expertise, humble opinion, are you a fan of mini splits? Do you like them? Me personally, I don't care for them. Maybe it's because I don't have a lot of experience with them, but do y'all like any of y'all? Do
I
y'all
love him.
care for them?
I love them if the application's right. And what I mean by that is, I don't think I would never do a whole house in mini splits. Now you take a room that's, you added on a room, or you closed up a garage, or you built you a little man cave. I think they're awesome for that.
I think if they brought like VRF to residential, maybe they have by now. I don't know, but I think that'd be badass if they had VRF for. But I think that's all 3-phase shit right now, anyway. So.
But as far as going hang a bunch of fucking mini splits all over a house,
no,
I wouldn't do it.
I don't like the head units. The head units are like too tight. There's too much shit you're trying to fit inside of the thing, and it's just like never. You're like jamming the thing together. You know what I mean?
I like the cassettes, but the problem is, man, what if you got to work on one of them fucking things?
Yep.
I mean,
I guess you could do a ducted unit. Mitsubishi's got the actual air handler.
Right. Now that's different. But as far as going hang heads or cassettes all over a fucking house, no.
That's what we did at that one I was telling you guys about, that whatever it was, a 7 or 8 unit Fujitsu in Chicago. It was all ducted, slim duct units. Every zone was a slim duct unit because he told me he doesn't want to see or hear his HVAC system. I said, well, you get one option.
You won't hear it, but
yeah.
Damn. No shit, huh? You want something invisible or what?
You want to he wants to have his fucking cake and eat it too.
Well, he had the money, so it worked out.
Yeah, I guess if you got the money,
With the money, you can buy any size cake piece you want.
That's it.
Hey, what do y'all know about and this was a pain in the ass, man. I remember a couple years ago they called, I guess, pancake units, like for apartments in between the first floor and the second
I know
floor.
what you're talking about. Fuck those things,
dude. Oh yeah, miserable.
What is it?
I had to change a blower motor in one. It's we call them pancake units. It basically sits in a maybe a 1.5 foot space.
It sits in the ceiling. It's got a double shaft blower motor with 2 blower wheels.
Yeah, I've got a complex that has those.
Yeah,
they're fucking old.
Fuck that thing.
John, I'm right there with you, John. That dude, miserable.
Yeah, the complex I work on, that they got like 50 or 60 of those units. They got the old York tombstone units.
Yeah.
So that's how old they are. At least this complex is.
What Bayless said. It's a First Company makes them.
Yep, First Company. Yep.
Yeah. Fuck those things.
I've got some of the. I got the blower housing right here, actually.
Yeah, they can keep them motherfuckers.
Hey, since you guys work in a lot of attics with those spiders up there,
that's it, Chance.
That's it right there.
That's it. Fuck that thing.
Hey, go ahead, man. What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say, do you guys see a lot of like high velocity units? Like, do you guys have those down there or what?
Adam does.
I don't see them.
Yeah.
No, eh?
Base pack and Unico.
No, eh?
What about you, eh?
Shit.
I watched a video here a while back. They were building this tiny house on a trailer, and they were talking about air conditioning for that thing. Now they had like a little LP fireplace thing for heat, but they were talking about doing air conditioning on it. And this dude took plywood and built a Palladium and the duct and everything to come up to the top, and he stuck a fucking window air conditioner in at the bottom of it and kind of sealed it in with tape and everything. And he had that ductwork coming up from the top, and then he had flex running out for different vents and stuff in the loft of that thing, and that was like the weirdest shit I'd ever seen in my life.
Hey, you know what? This is like way off subject, but I want to say it while I'm thinking about it. Next week when we do this, I'm gonna let you guys do it. Damn, what the hell was that?
The Chance.
I think so.
He putting that blower housing away.
Chance,
I'm here. I dropped my iPad. I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. So I know this is kind of copy and shop talk, so I guess I'll get some heat for that too, but whatever. I just think it'd be pretty cool to do. I want to give one of these away because I still have 2 left. So I want y'all to come up with some HVAC multiple choice questions for people to call in to win this.
I got the first question.
Okay, well, don't say it right now. Just email it to me or something. Make them like multiple choice with 4 choices.
Right.
All right.
Well, I just want to have the meter.
How can I win it?
You need to create another account.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to sponsor me one of those.
I'm looking real hard at that new redfish clamp meter.
Yeah, I guess Jim's another guy. I wrote him a message. I saw his video the other day, about the capacitor testing, and I told him that it was impressive. And he said thank you and all that. And I asked him, if he'd be interested in sending me one to try out and do some video with. And after that, he just pretty much ignored me. He could have just wrote back and said no or whatever, but
yeah, go figure.
I was interested in the redfish meter too. My problem is, since day one, I wanted a good meter when I started. I bought a Fluke. I started off with a UEI that was given to me, and I got zapped on that freaking thing.
Hey, you know what? Well, man, UEI is good stuff. I like UEI.
Well, I gotta say, ever since I've been with Fluke, it's got to be going on, 14, 15 years or something like that. They've never let me down, and it would take a lot to get me to move from Fluke.
I've got a redfish, the very first ones that came out, the meter, and matter of fact, it still defaults to DC voltage. You have to press the select button to get AC to come up.
Oh wow.
Don HVAC. No, if you want to join, man, go ahead and put your email in the chat. I'll send you a link.
But I've had that thing. That's one of the first ones came out. I think Jim told me it was like the 5th one that they had out. And it's got an amp clamp with it too, but you got to plug it in and
right.
Hey John, I'm just curious.
Check out this old beast.
That's an old vacuum pump.
That's high tech right there.
Nice. Hey John, I'm just curious. Did you learn I learned from my uncle who was old school on an analog meter. You learned on one of those, or you started straight out digital? I'm sure your dad had some analog meters.
My dad did have analog meters, but by the time I got into it, he had already went digital.
Digital, yeah.
I started out with an old Wiggies.
Yeah, that's what my uncle
But my
had.
dad still has his analog. I mean, he doesn't use them, but he still has them.
Had that old,
and they
had a square one about the size of a book, and the needle would go up. And
You got one right here.
Yeah, well, it was bigger than that, but it's similar.
Yeah,
I've got one in a leather case around here somewhere.
And all I got is that one I got from Harbor Freight. The one they gave me, I had the coupon for.
Yeah,
Hey,
and if
maybe.
Damn, you got that motherfucker real cheap if you got it from Harbor Freight and had a coupon.
Yeah, it was free.
Yeah, they
Next
paid
week-
you money to take that sucker.
Maybe next week
Yeah.
I'll do this from my office. I got a little HVAC museum on shelves of old tools. ancient artifacts of HVAC sitting in there.
Nice.
All
Look at
right,
the marbles.
Don HVAC, check your email. I sent you a link. Let me see if I got my stuff.
Still brand new.
Now,
Of course.
It's in the package. He's ready for the giveaway
All right,
for next
well,
week.
look,
There you go.
Giveaway.
That's our giveaway.
I'm gonna tell everybody something right now. This is my hobby, and I want to make me a real nice thing out of wood to put them on. So if you guys don't collect them like I do, feel free to look up the phone number or email me, and you can send them to me.
Wrestling cards?
Yeah.
This might be the. What do you got there?
Old badges off of equipment.
Oh,
Oh shit! I got a box of those.
Oh shit!
Yeah, see, John, man, you're
I
to
mean,
sponsor me a meter, dude. Look at here, see, that's all I got.
Look at all them choices.
I've got some of them are, kind of newer, but I've got some ones I'm really proud of. And this is one of them. This is a York. This came off a 7.5 ton condenser that I changed out. This came off an old Carrier that I changed out.
Wow.
Man, I need to start doing that.
Now, I don't know about the prizes on Shop Talk, but this is the kind of stuff we're going to be giving away on this show over here.
American Pickers.
This is a pretty good one right here. This is an old Bryant.
Oh yeah, that's an old one.
Yeah. I've got
Hey, John, have you seen? Now it might be more Ted than Isaiah, but have you seen Isaiah and Ted's collection of badges? They've got. Oh, Mr. Ted's got some. He's got a pretty good collection.
I don't think I have. I pulled this whole thing off of a GE furnace. The whole data tag. Look at the shape it's in.
That's nice, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like I said, some of them are kind of modern, but I've got some really, really old ones in here.
You should go over to your neighbor's house, John, and pull the tag off of his unit. I bet it's a good one.
Here's
y'all burn his house down.
Yeah. Here's another one. An old York.
York.
Yep. York.
Hey, you don't have like a sundial tag or a singer tag, huh? That'd be something.
I don't think
nice.
so. Check this out. This is a good one. That's before they bought GE.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
Look at that comment right there. Chance has a cool he's going to be giving away soon.
Yeah, that's on next week's giveaway.
What do I got?
You got
coil.
a nice mobile home coil you're giving away.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, it looks like Don's in here with us.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you
Don.
could. Yeah, y'all should be able to make that one out. That's an old man. That's the real Amana before
That makes Adam happy right there.
Before Goodman.
No, this ain't Adam's Amana. This is the real Amana.
Back when it was good.
Back before Goodman bought them.
Welcome there, Don.
What's up?
Hey Don.
Where are you from, Don?
Don Corleone.
Yeah. Godfather.
It's working now.
He's part of the
John's
Ream
in the
team.
bag again.
Hey,
That's why his mic's not working.
Here's another good one. Brog Warner.
Oh wow.
I got a bunch of these, and what's really cool about these right here and very special to me is that my dad installed most of these that I took off.
That's awesome.
Hey Ken, you remember this recovery machine?
Do what?
You remember this style of recovery machine?
I can't see you.
You can't see the recovery machine?
He can't see us.
Hey, you didn't need a recovery machine before 1992.
This thing's old, man.
That is old. Holy.
That's about some of the oldest ones I got. I got a few more in there, but I'd have to really dig. But what I want to do is get me a piece of plywood, and
Oh, I seen it that time.
You saw it?
Yeah.
and stain it, and like Velcro them and hang it on the wall.
I used to have one about half the size of a Coke machine that was on wheels. That you had to wheel
Nice.
around.
Was that for a car? You wasn't trying to
No,
use an automotive one, was you?
no.
Oh, okay.
To the guy in the chat, Brog, Warner, and York used to be separate, and then I believe York bought Brog Warner. I think that's right.
Man, all I got for a recovery machine's an old refrigerator compressor I converted over.
I have a 5-gallon bucket that I put water in.
Yeah,
That works.
a rag, just a damp rag, man, works fine.
Yeah, or just a dry rag, you wrap it up and then stuff it under the unit or something,
You better watch out. We got the EPA in the chat tonight.
Yeah.
He's running for president.
Hey, if Trump has his way, they'll be out of business.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
I like it. Bring back R22. Let's make HVAC great again.
Well, before they go out of business, I need to get some rewards here.
Don, you need to take your mouse, and at the top of the screen, there's like a little person, and then there's like a mute microphone thing and a turn camera off thing. That's how you unmute yourself.
The icon all the way at the left in the top center of the screen.
Hey, Don's making me look good.
He's left.
Maybe
He hit the red phone thing.
Yeah.
Hey Don, come back, buddy. We're not that bad.
Sorry,
Hey.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
We're sorry. We didn't
Speaking of these badges off of old units, everybody in here, what's the oldest system you've replaced? Mine was 2 summers ago. I replaced a 1967 GE furnace, coil, and condenser, which was 50 years old.
Damn.
And it was only because the compressor was drawing enough amps to trip the breaker. Technically, it was still cooling. You could have ran a bigger wire, bigger breaker, and it still would have worked, I think. But any of y'all ever replaced something older than 50 years?
No, not 50 years. Probably 35. Not 50.
Yeah.
The oldest one I did was a Singer, and it was not sure the date.
Oh yeah, I've changed out a bunch of singers. So look,
Those blue things.
y'all keep that in mind. If y'all change out some old equipment and the badges are salvageable and y'all don't want them, hit me up, email, text, phone call. I'll even pay for the shipping. I love collecting them.
I got you, John. I'm gonna keep my eye out for you.
All
I'll
right.
start doing that.
None of you guys ever changed any old octopuses out?
Octopus, what's that?
I don't know if you could see. Can you see this? No, probably not.
Yeah, we see it. Nah, we don't have that shit here.
I don't know what that is.
The last one they used
The hell
to
is that?
they used to be coal, and they converted them over to natural gas. But the last one I changed was probably about 5 years ago. You don't see them very much anymore.
I was gonna say if Steve Ladd was on here, I bet he's got some old stuff out there.
Oh, yeah.
He works on.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the older stuff is in the Northeast. I bet you they got like some dinosaurs up there that go from oil to natural gas or
And
whatever.
like gravity heat. You ever work on gravity heat?
Not down here, no.
Not here, no sir.
Nope.
I've heard of them.
I've seen it.
I've yet to see one.
I've seen him in the East Canada, like Nova Scotia.
All the ducts are pitched upward. There's
Yeah.
there's no blower motor.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
gravity.
wow.
Yeah.
Heat rises.
Oh, wow. Almost like an old gas furnace that doesn't have an inducer motor. It's just like
No inducer, no blower motor.
It's pretty much a
Everything-
fireplace.
Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
We had one of those. It was called a warm morning coal stove.
Yeah.
Yeah. John, you ever ran across any of the old singers that have the belt driven? Heavy as hell, man. You leave them in the attic if you got to replace it. It's so heavy and crazy.
I've changed a bunch of them out.
Really? Yeah, I've changed a couple, and they
Super
kind of
fucking
rare.
heavy.
Yeah, Singer
Oh,
Singer
yeah.
was actually a really popular unit in Alexandria. There was a bunch of them.
Now, don't they have sewing machines too? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
tied in with that some
Surely that-
crazy shit.
Surely that was just a rebrand, wasn't it? Or did they actually make them?
I really don't know. I really don't. Because I believe
Yeah.
Singer still makes sewing machines to this day.
Oh,
Hell,
yeah, they
look,
do.
look, White Westinghouse made TVs and stuff. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, Westinghouse is actually still out there. Nordyne owns the name.
Oh, really? And then, hey, GE's still out there with washing machines and freaking dishwashers.
Well, yeah, but GE wanted out of the HVAC business. That's why Trane bought them, because they were looking for somebody to buy them. And Trane, they were a fucking piece of shit before they bought GE, so they saw an opportunity.
I figured that. Somebody else told me that.
Well, and that's the
they
thing.
pretty much use GE's technology.
Well, they do. I mean, people, Trane brags about the spine fin and the compressor and all that, but all that was designed by GE.
Yeah, that's what my American Standard rep told me.
Yeah, all that was designed by GE. GE made the spine fin. They made the Climate-Tough compressor. Trane just bought it.
But they'll never mention that or say that. It's got to be Trane.
The factory in Tyler, Texas was the GE factory.
Right.
That was the GE factory.
Yeah, exactly.
And before GE made HVAC equipment, that factory made GE refrigerators.
Okay, well, I didn't know that, but I do know that all that technology that Trane says, their spine fin, their compressor that they don't even use anymore, that was all designed by GE.
Yeah,
well,
they don't use
it's
the
Trane now, so I mean they could say that since.
Well,
they
yeah,
bought
but
them
I mean
out.
they do own it, so they have that right, But
but yeah, I know what you're saying.
But for those people out there that think, oh well, Trane did it. No, Trane didn't do shit. That's all GE.
And you're right, John. There's no more. It's all scroll. Trane went straight up. All scroll.
They don't.
I don't know if
they don't use the Climate-Tough anymore.
Ted was talking about that last night, and what he said is it's so hard to meet the SEER rating with the Climate-Tough compressor. They pretty much were forced to move over to scroll to keep up with competition,
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And I don't understand. I've shown proof on YouTube that Trane and American Standard have units out there with LG compressors. But they own but they own a fucking factory right here in Louisiana, in Natchitoches, Louisiana, the Alliance factory.
Yep.
Alliance, Alliance compressors. But they're using fucking
LG.
But they're using fucking LG compressors. I don't understand it. No, Brad, GE is not ICP.
Those frogs are hilarious.
That's what we were talking about the other night. Remember, everybody just, I don't know that brand. It must be an ICP brand.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of that country song that starts off with the frogs in the beginning. Ding, ding, ding,
I know,
ding.
right? They're hilarious, those frogs in the background, man.
Amos
Hey,
Moses?
John.
Yeah.
Hey, John, real quick. When I worked for my uncle, we put in a lot of ADP coils. I don't see them much down here in Abbeville. I know you might run across a lot of ADP. You think ADP is a decent brand? Do they just make evaporators or air handlers too?
Yeah, they make air.
You don't see it. You don't see an ADP condenser.
Yeah, they make
coils
and air handlers. No, I like them. They're good coils. We where I work at, that's all we put in is
that's what Lennox is, and Armstrong is ADP.
Lennox owns them. Now on 14 SEER we put in ADP. Anything above 14 SEER we have to use Reams coil.
You guys had problems with ADPs leaking though?
The copper ones, yes.
I haven't seen anything but copper.
No, the new ones are aluminum. The aluminum ones have not given any trouble.
Really? I've never seen an aluminum ADP coil.
Yep. Next time I do one, I'll take a picture and send it to you. But matter of fact, I changed one out Thursday. It was a copper one leaking, and we put an aluminum one in.
Seems like that's all you're doing is changing out coils, man.
Yeah, been changing out a lot of coils, and they're pretty much all ADP. No, they were ream coils.
That's the trouble with copper coils now. When you find something and you're like, oh, they got a leak. Where you start? Start at the coil. That's where I always start.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
one
know,
guy in
like
the chat said ADP
I saw that.
another defective product. I don't agree with that. You know, when I was in business, I sold ADP coils with my equipment because I didn't like but I like ADP. I mean, I really do. It's a good.
What do they call it? The microband drain pans or whatever.
Yeah,
microband. Yeah. They put a coating on the coil supposedly. I think microband.
Yeah. I think it's the drain pan is what they do it on.
Oh, I don't know.
And I know like the ones I've installed in the early 2000s on new construction, you could change them out from the top, right? Like the coil would sit in the casing and just
they're still the same. They're still the same. They're very easy to change out. Good night, Air Repair. Thank you for coming in.
Now let me ask you this, John. How about the nightmare of plenum coils? I don't know if y'all ever know about this up north.
Oh my God! Do all of y'all know what a plenum coil is?
Oh my God!
Uncased coil.
Just say uncased, right?
Uncased inside of plenum.
No, it is a fucking coil.
Yeah,
with the starting collars on the coil box.
What?
Yeah, no plenum. The coil is the plenum.
You basically cut your tabs and your start collars into the case.
Where's the static pressure?
It doesn't work.
Keep right,
you guys. It's like the Wild West down by you guys.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're called. They're called plenum coils. You literally put your starting collars and your duct comes off the coil itself. There is.
I don't think I've never seen that.
I believe Keep Right makes them.
What's that,
dude?
Keep Right makes them.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck made them. I don't remember who made them, but it was
probably ICP.
Yeah, it was just a stupid fucking thing.
Oh yeah. Miserable to change. If you couldn't change just the coil inside itself and you had to change the whole plenum, oh my God, you talk about duct work and everything.
Well,
when did you get rid of your clouds, man?
Oh, I turned my light out. Let's see here.
It brought out your eyes, man.
There you go.
That's a background. I thought it was like digital.
Yeah,
it's a green screen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly right. It's a green screen that my wife has clouds programmed.
You need to go get yourself a green shirt on.
Yeah. Did you see just my head? Woo. Yeah. No.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Now we can.
Oh. At least I figured it out.
How you doing, Don?
Pretty good. You?
Pretty good.
You're good after you take that drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we can hear you now.
All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm gonna get off of here. It's almost 2:00 a.m. So
yeah, I'm fixing to shut this down too. I'm tired.
Don just got his microphone working. What are you doing?
I know. Where are you located? Where are you located, Don?
About a half hour southwest of Chicago.
Oh hell, there you go, Adam. There's a friend.
What town?
Steger.
Oh, okay.
By Chicago Heights, Crete.
Okay, so I live in Glen Ellen.
Okay, so you're like 45 minutes away?
Yeah, I'm just west of Chicago.
Yeah.
Don, you like Ream?
I do.
No, how did you guess? No way. Hey, I like
ever put in.
Yeah, that's what my uncle was a Ream dealer. There's a lot of Ream dealers in Baton Rouge. That's what I learned to work on. I worked on Ream for years, and
that's what we sell. Shut up, Matt. Everybody knows you love trains.
All right, I'll shut up.
A lot of the old ring
Go ahead.
units aren't those are known for having small like liquid lines, aren't they? Those got the quarter inch on a lot of the old...
on the lower tonnages, yeah. Yeah.
Those are always fun.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mr. Ken, you do. What, I'm trying to think. Who works for?
Say that again, Matt. You cut out on us. I think we lost Matt.
He gone.
Yep, he gone.
Ribbit.
You hear my frogs in the background?
Yeah, man.
Do you really?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, we hear you. We've been hearing them all night.
So
they're loud, dude.
There's a lot of frogs in Missouri, huh?
It's good. It's good,
Oh,
man.
They're loud out here.
I love that sound.
It's making John fall asleep, bud.
I was wondering if you guys could hear them.
Oh yeah.
It must have put Matt to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's frozen.
Just wait till the cicadas come out, man.
Oh, no way.
It may drive you guys nuts.
So you guys ready for the heat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Next week we're supposed to have 80-degree weather.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 80s all week here. So
we were 75 today.
83 today here.
I take it you're in Oklahoma, Joe?
Oklahoma, central Oklahoma.
Okay.
That's cowboy country too, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of natives around here.
Sooners suck.
You watch basketball for the Oklahoma?
Not much of a basketball fan.
Yeah, me either.
You got to be an Alabama fan then, ain't you?
Who?
The guy from Oklahoma.
He's an Alabama fan?
I guess.
Oh, because they lost them. Did they play them in the finals last year in football?
No.
No, that was Clemson.
Clemson.
Clemson beat the shit out of us. They took us out back and whooped us.
Yeah, they did.
Who'd Oklahoma play though in the playoffs?
I don't remember.
Did they not have to go through Clemson to get?
Yeah,
I thought they played Alabama for some reason. Maybe it was the year before or something.
Well, that would have just been like a regular season.
No, the little playoff, the 4-game playoff they had.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I stopped watching basketball when Michael Jordan retired.
Jeez.
The game ended.
The game ended.
Matt, you with us?
I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. As soon as I asked Mr. Ken the question, I got cut off. Everything all froze up.
Well, we never heard the question.
Hey, look at the chat. I got a troll.
Anyways.
We never heard
Imagine that.
What did they say?
Oh, Adam deleted it. It said John sucks.
Oh.
Hey, Matt, what was your question? We never heard it.
Yeah, I was asking, do you work for a company or do you do like apartment maintenance or something? I forget what you said.
Yes, I do.
Or maybe you have a lot of accounts. I don't remember.
I do apartment maintenance. Well, apartment.
Gotcha.
HVAC.
My cousin, my cousin, he does that. Now, don't you have to know like a lot of plumbing and basically everything else when it comes to that, or are you strictly HVAC with this apartment complex?
I teach the plumbers
or
if
or do
there's
you do it all? You know.
I have done it all in the past for years. I basically do HVAC and electrical. If the other trades get stuck or don't know how to do something, I'll tell them, show them how to do it.
Gotcha. Okay, and where are you based out of? Are you in? I
Huntsville,
want to say like
Alabama.
Houston or something, or am I like way off?
Huntsville,
That's right,
Alabama.
Alabama. Okay,
Home
gotcha.
of the Pony Titty Club.
There you go.
You know, I think that song with the frogs that start off, that's a Florida Georgia Line song, if I'm thinking of it correctly.
It would be you to know Florida Georgia Line music.
Why would it be me? I'm from Chicago. Why?
Exactly. That's my point. You're a Yankee. And that's what
Yeah.
country music is these days. Pop Yankee shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, if you're north of the Mason-Dixon line, Yankee all the way.
Hey, no.
Hey, you know, Missouri fought more Civil War battles than almost all of the so-called Southern states.
Hey, it's so-called.
Hey, Missouri is what held the Civil War together for the Confederates.
Yeah, but dude, look at the map. Look, we're like I'm way the fuck down here.
Yeah, but it wasn't for Missouri.
Hey,
the Civil
now-
War would have ended way before.
And
it did.
but it's all about the Mississippi River, though, John. Like I'm sure all the battles in Missouri were on the river, just like you have Vicksburg and New Orleans and Natchitoches. Wasn't the Mississippi River like a big deal in the Civil War?
It's always been a big deal. It's always been where cities have populated by the rivers.
There's a guy in the chat that wants to know what Don. It's a question for you. He wants to know what is the most, I guess, common ream system you put in.
Normally we go 96V and a 16 SEER.
Okay.
That's pretty standard. And then they can either go down from there or up, but they don't go up too much.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Freaking 20 SEERs are expensive.
Hey, and there's a guy that a while back I missed it. He said the spine fin is great. How often have you seen him smash blocking airflow? Man, dude, y'all can say what y'all want about trained spine fin.
Here we
but
go.
Unless that sucker is like
Here we go.
Unless that sucker is like completely matted with dryer vent lint or anything like that, dude, it's hard to beat a spine fin coil.
That's what they
Changed my
say. They
mind.
say like the tips of it is all it really needs.
Except when they leak.
Yeah, they say if you have a copper coil versus a spine fin coil, they say if they're both plugged up, you'll still get the efficiency out of the spine fin coil.
Yep.
No, honestly, all bullshit aside, I don't have anything against the spine fin coil. It's a good coil.
But you know it's a bitch though. Whenever you get a leak on the spine fin, we have to put in a
but that's not bullshit
a
though.
tube repair kit.
They do leak. I've had several of them leak.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take long for a rub to leak or something. And if you do, you have to put in like I say, Train makes it's called an aluminum tube repair kit. It's basically 2 flare nuts that you have to you put it together with 2 wrenches, and you can't solder it. They don't recommend soldering.
You know, Ted was talking about that last night, and I asked him. He said that's primarily what he uses. I'm questioning now. You see, everyone's starting to use solder weld. I'm curious to see how that would work to patch a aluminum coil with solder weld.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never soldered aluminum, and my boss won't do it just because the temperature has to be right, and I guess you would burn the aluminum. I don't know.
I wouldn't do it either because most of them are under warranty anyway. So
yeah, we do not put a torch on aluminum. Evaporator coils, condenser coils, whatever. If it's aluminum, it gets replaced.
Yep, that's what I do too.
Yeah.
Supposedly, solder weld has some great products, though. You could use it with MAP gas or whatever. You just heat it up slightly and a little flux, and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, have you ever soldered on aluminum or no? A lot of guys in HVAC Pro Talk, they're like, oh yeah, you just use Stay Bright or whatever it is. You can solder aluminum. I'm like, man, whatever.
No, you
I don't
can't
know.
use
Have
Stay.
you
You
ever
can't
soldered
use.
aluminum?
You can't use Stay Bright. You got to use a special rod. But
Okay. Well, yeah,
no,
maybe not Stay Bright, but you know.
not on a job. I've played around with it in my shop, and years ago, but not to a customer system. No.
Yeah. And you know what's messed up? A lot of train. Now here we go. A lot of train, like the TAM units and whatnot, the aluminum coils, they'll be leaking at the solder joint, like where the tubes go into the tube sheet, but it's on the joint, the aluminum welded joint. We don't solder that. Like if it was copper, it'd be so easy just to take your torch and solder that up. But
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you guys need to look into, because I'm going to look into it, the solder weld products to try to make that repair. You know,
what's this called? It's called solder weld. It's like a different.
It's a company, solder weld, and they have all
Yeah.
different types of products, and they have something that you could actually braze aluminum with.
Yeah.
Or
Isn't it like a
solder
stick?
aluminum or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they got all kind of shit.
And you can
Hey,
use
Don.
you can use your regular oxyacetylene torch.
No, I think you use either MAP gas or propane.
Yeah.
MAP
Well,
gas
see,
is
that's
hot
the
enough.
problem, trying to get the
That's
temperature right.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Ken. That's the problem.
What? It's just like anything else. You'll feel it. You'll feel it out. When you start seeing the puddle, you go for it.
So you've done aluminum soldering?
Well, I've done MIG, and I use oxygen selling, just screwing around in my garage, just like John said. But it's not that bad. It can't be that bad. It's just it's soft, right? So you gotta watch out. That's all.
Yep.
If you
Hey,
can
Don,
MIG weld
someone wants to
aluminum,
know if you're self-employed
Yeah,
or you
I
work
am.
for someone.
No, I got my own company. Well, me and my dad, but it's me.
Nice.
What? If you don't mind me asking, what's the name of your company?
SNS.
SNS. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working with him for probably since I was 8.
Yeah, you sound like me. Good night, Charles. Thanks for coming in.
I think I'm a lot younger than you, though.
How old are you?
I just turned 21 3 weeks ago.
Oh shit! Yeah, god damn.
Yeah.
Make
Young
me-
buck.
Make me feel fucking old.
How old are you guys, anyways?
Who, me?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm fixing.
All
to be,
y'all.
I'm fixing to be 30.
Let me go ask my wife.
You're not that much older then.
Yeah. I am 36. I
33.
started this when I was about 20 years old.
How
Working in the summers when I was
How old
18.
are you, Chance?
32.
Okay.
Ken, how old are you? You said,
73.
and you're better with tech stuff than me. Wow.
How old are
wow.
you, Joe?
35.
Adam?
37. It's gonna be 38.
Yeah, I'm fixing to be 30, and
Damn.
I feel it.
Yeah. Wait. What? 30?
Yeah.
And
Oh
you're
yeah,
complaining?
man. I noticed when I turned 30 years old in these attics, you grunt and groan a lot more, and you feel it in your knees so bad.
I'll be 30 in September.
This whole
Hey,
last
Ken, do you hear
year-
these guys?
What's that?
Hey, Ken, do you hear these guys? They're complaining and they're 30.
I
In
understand.
attic.
I just get another sip of shine and go on.
Just this year, I noticed myself slowing down substantially. And I told my wife, I wake up in the morning, I look at my wife, I said, I've told her many times, I'm like, I got old this year. This is the year.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
About
I
three
feel you.
about 3 weeks ago, I bought one of them CLC pads in nylon. That's the first time I've ever got anything to make it easier.
Yeah. It helps.
I'm answering one of the guys in the chat. Mine's on September 20th.
Mine's on the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Hey Ken, I use Duluth Trading. They make some pants that you could have built-in
Oh,
knee pads.
the buck
How are-
naked underwear.
Oh, they're expensive, but they're awesome underwear.
How are them pants?
Wait,
Hey, have y'all seen the underwear with the hole where your dick goes in the hole and your balls stay in the other one, or something like that?
no, wait.
Yeah,
What?
it's always popping up on fucking Facebook, man. These underwear have like a hole for your dick to go in, and it's supposed to keep your dick and your balls separate.
You know, the shit
don't
that
have
pops up on Facebook is based off of what you search.
Bruh.
Hey Adam, how do them pants last?
Oh, they're awesome, and here's the thing: they have the no bull lifetime warranty, and so whenever my pants rip, my wife goes and brings them in and gets a new pair for me. And the last time she brought them into the store, you can either order them online or whatever. She brought them into the store, and the guy's like, "All right, this is the last time we're letting you do this because people are taking advantage of this." And my wife came back. She's like, "Can't do that anymore." The guy said no. So I called the corporate headquarters and I explained what happened. And I'm like, "Did you guys change your warranty or what's going on with this?" And the lady on the phone, she stopped and got completely silent. And she's like, "Sir, you listen to me now. We have a no bull, no questions asked warranty. So no matter what, if you're not happy with whatever you buy from us, you bring it back and we'll give you a new one or give you your money back, period."
Nice.
Yeah. Good night, Brad. Thanks for coming in, bud.
Where are these
Bruh,
called?
that's
Duluth.
I've been thinking about getting a pair of those, but they're pretty steep, bud.
Yeah, but do you think of it? You buy one pair of pants with the knee pads, and if they go bad, you get another one. You keep getting. How often you got to buy a new pair of pants? Well, this is going to
Yeah.
last you for years and years because it's a lifetime guarantee. They give you new ones over and over again. You
Are
know?
they as
That's a pretty
comfortable?
good deal, eh?
They're way more comfortable.
Yeah.
I caught that chance.
So they call them. There's the pants that I use. They're called Fire Hose Flex. So they actually like stretch a little bit. So like with like jeans or whatever else, you get in tight spots and you're like stretching your
Yeah.
pants or whatever. But these things like you feel like you're in freaking I don't know, some kind of gymnast pants or something where you're all over, you're up ladders and crap, and you're not getting caught up on your pants.
Yoga pants, right?
Yoga
Honestly,
pants.
yeah. Honestly, Adam, when I discovered work pants that were like you're saying stretch, it was the greatest day of my life.
It seriously is.
So
Yeah.
they're really as comfortable as they say they are.
They're 100 times better than any pants I've ever used in my life.
now you're saying they come in with like built-in knee pads. What about the heat, man? We have like 100-degree heat index down here. Will I burn up in these freaking pants?
Well, I mean, your knees are going to sweat, but it's not going to be any different than any other pants. If you're used to wearing shorts, of course it's going to be hotter.
No.
Yeah, but is the material like pretty thin?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not real thin. I mean, it's built to last, but I use them all summer long, and it gets hot. I don't know the heat. I know it gets hot by you guys, but last summer we were like averaging around like in the 90s or 100, and I was all right in them.
Yeah.
And what's the name of them? I might have to look them out. Look them up.
Duluth.
What's the
Duluth. They got and what's the other ones? They got the ballroom pants.
I hadn't heard of those. We're allowed to wear shorts where I work, but man, I've worn them to work every now and then, but like on an after hours call or something, but I'm not too big on wearing shorts to work all day.
Because what do you wear for shoes then? Are you wearing boots?
Well, no, I do have a pair of tennis shoes that I'd never wear.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're wearing, you look like you're, how do you?
Yeah.
I get it. It's hot by you guys, but
I mean,
I don't see how you can walk around with shorts and gym shoes on.
I've been on after hours calls and shorts and stuff, and I'll do that if I'm just going on an after hours call. But other than that, I've done it a couple times. I don't like it though.
Yeah, we don't we wear pants year round. I mean, I guess we could wear shorts, but it's not really I don't know, man. If like you say, if it was after hours and whatever, we'll wear shorts. But it's pretty much all pants to look professional. I guess I'll put it that way.
So Don, there's a question in here for, I guess for you. Do you know how to energize the Hume terminals on 96 or 98 furnaces?
The humidifier terminal.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna run it with the Econet stat, you have to jump the R to the hum stat, and then if you're not, you it's recommended right in their book that you just hook it to the W and the C.
There you go.
So.
Yep.
So what's the 96V or 98V? That's just y'all's brand of Ream furnaces? Like that's I haven't messed with Ream.
Number.
That's the
for
model
5
number.
years. Okay. Gotcha. They still use the JAZ or the RAZ or whatever. You remember those, John?
Yeah, they don't. I don't think
the old workhorses.
They don't use that at the end of their model numbers anymore.
No, their model numbers are pretty easy now.
Yeah, they are. All right, I'm going to bed. If y'all want to stay on, I can leave the computer on. It's up to y'all.
Nah, we good. I'm
It's not the
ready
same
to
without
call
the boss.
I'm
the boss.
That's right. Hey, that's
to
right.
Call it quits.
What time do you guys usually start this so I can actually get on, earlier?
I usually do it at 9:30, but tonight I pushed it a little later. I pushed it till 10. Now that's Central Time.
Okay.
Yep. All right, everybody in the chat, thank y'all for joining and chatting, and hey guys, thank y'all again for another great Saturday night.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
Yeah,
Take it easy, guys.
I look forward to this every Saturday night. So thank y'all.
Have a good week, fellas.
See you
All
guys.
Yeah,
right.
you too, buddy.
Guys, take care.
All right.
See ya.
See you. Take care.
Talk to y'all later.
Yep.